The Wild Wild West.
Woo-wee.
Yes. Welcome.
We're live.
We're here with our guests, Mike Recine and Sean McCarthy.
What's up, brothers?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're back. We just did an episode and we're back for another one. We switched seats.
Yes.
That's gonna be. We got to switch the mojo a little.
Yeah, we gotta,
The
you gotta
feng
play around.
shui.
You gotta play around with stuff, dude.
Yeah. Now, Matt, you want to talk about sexual stuff?
I just one thing. I don't want. I don't want to be gross.
Matt told
about
me
this.
on the little interim we just took
Yeah.
that he wanted to talk about sexuality.
I just want to. This is a thing that I stumbled upon. You know, my wife was gone. She was away.
And you were looking
And
at pornography. On
I
the
was
internet.
looking. I was viewing. I did really good though. It was about a 4-day period, and
You did really good.
I'm saying I didn't pig out every night.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
I
pig out.
waited
Because I'm a
No,
married guy
dude.
too, and I barely watch pornography.
Yeah.
But every
It
once in a
starts-
while, I get caught watching pornography, and
You
she
get
gets
caught.
Yeah, she gets mad.
How do you get caught?
I
I mean, I've got caught a couple times, but
because I look at OnlyFans. So she.
you can't link the credit card, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pigging out. You got to use the
I'm
free
pigging
stuff,
out.
man.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
like,
Although, go ahead.
Which
if
I don't
you
think
if you can't like jerk off to the OnlyFans preview though, you just don't have a good power of imagination. It's just like you gotta use your
but
mind a little
that
more.
preview hooks you.
Yeah.
Gets you in there.
I always wondered. I'm like, how do people do this OnlyFans stuff? I got into. Did you ever get into tantric JOIs?
No.
Wait, what is
All right,
JOI?
See, this is why he
Jerk off
can't.
instruction.
He's
I
like, yeah, I
see.
did good because he does pig out.
What do you mean?
That's pigging out, dude.
Tantric JOIs is
JOIs,
respectful.
you're pigging
No,
out.
that's respectful. I might bring my wife in on it and be like, this is the most respectful stuff I've ever seen. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no
understand
idea what you're
it
talking about
is.
now.
Dude, a tantric JOI.
Yeah.
It's this lady who's like basically like, you know, if you want, you can look at me if you want, but like, don't even think about coming. Stop. You're just upset. All you're doing is trying to come. Just breathe. So like she's telling you how to breathe, and the way she's telling you how to breathe, you feel it in your penis. You breathe, you go all the way down, and it just you're like, oh, that is a little bit of a tickle, dude.
Really?
And she's just training you to like just like don't be a pig. Don't be like, I'm gonna fucking come. She's like, slow it down. But then it keeps ending, and it's like, I'm like, what? And I'm not getting the final instructions. And I like genuinely was like, probably, you know, I could join her OnlyFans. She's doing a good thing. It's like meditating.
Did you
basically.
join her OnlyFans?
No, but I'm thinking about it.
You
Dude.
should.
I might.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Dude, it honestly, it was the only time I've ever jerked off and been like, that was good. That was good. That was a
Yeah.
good thing. I learned how to breathe with my penis, dude.
See,
Send
that's
feelings
something I
out of
would
my
be like,
penis,
this is
dude.
bad. I shouldn't
Good.
have these powers.
No, it's good, dude.
I
It's
just
good.
like seeing a girl try to audition for a calendar,
Yeah.
and then she ends up getting doggy styled.
Yeah,
And then I finish and I say, thank you for your service, and I go about my day.
I open it up now. I get turned off
Or I
by it,
fall
man.
asleep.
I open it up and it's just disgusting.
What?
Porn.
Every time I open a porn thing,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah, of
fucking
course.
disgusting.
Well, it's like 99% of it is like garbage,
Yeah,
and then
like
you have
sick.
that voice in the back of your head where you're like, "Is this human trafficking?" Like this like, oh, I finally found my video because like I'm into like I like the homemade or like the iPhone shot. I just find like
Yeah.
all the other shit like way too fake, and then it's like some of it's like ex-girlfriend or whatever. Like you don't know how real it is.
True.
But the thing is like. Real authentic like actual people having sex is more of a turn on, but at the same time it's like, well, that's more likely to be revenge porn or like trafficking or whatever the fuck, so you can't really win.
tantric JOI, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's
She'll
right.
be a
That's
sex slave.
ethical
She'll be a
pornography.
sex
This
slave,
is
dude.
not a slave. This is a free lady.
How do you know it's not a slave?
She's so free, dude.
You never know.
If there was like a Russian dude with a bat behind her, it would be so funny.
It's like how they train elephants. Like, how'd they teach this lady to make my dick breathe?
dude,
They
it's,
hit her with sticks.
I'm telling you, I wish I remembered her name. I'll have to find her, dude. But I was like, that was only one. And I
Who's
was like,
OnlyFans you buying? People you know?
True.
Because then,
no.
yes, I could see how your wife would be
Right.
upset.
Yeah. But not really. No. But
Not
people
really?
that
Yeah,
I
what the
like
hell?
follow on Twitter but don't know personally.
Right.
And then
So you get into like Twitter porn.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I'm nervous with Twitter stuff.
Well,
I feel like
yeah.
I'm gonna retweet something. Like, shit.
Yeah. It just means so little to me that I
There
don't
was a
even
girl.
Yeah, yeah.
think anything of
There
it.
was a girl and her boyfriend that came to a show,
Hmm.
and it turned out they did porn together, and I feasted.
You feasted.
I didn't. I felt weird. It felt weird.
Yeah, of course.
I did feast slightly, and then I was like, "This is
You-
something's wrong." I've met these people. I've seen that dude.
yeah.
I jerked off to I watched a guy I've met fuck.
Yeah.
That's how you end up in like an orgy, like kind of like with a
I'm the
dude like
last thing
rubbing
an
your
orgy wants
shoulders.
to see, dude.
Nah, you'd be surprised,
Rolling
dude.
in.
Dude, they would love
I'll
it.
tell you what. I had to sit next. This just reminds me of like fat people on planes.
Yeah.
That's
Fat dudes,
honestly
some guys like
fat guys in an orgy must just be like, please don't sit next to me. Please don't sit. Fuck, he's looking at my fucking seat. I had to sit next to. Look, I'm big, but I don't.
Yeah.
This lady was massive, and I had to sit next to her on my flight to Rochester. And thank Christ it was a 1 hour flight. But dude, she couldn't fit in the seat. She lifted the arm bar so that she could sit down and then closed it through her fat. The fat spilled under and over the armrest, and I had to fucking sit next to her.
What?
And I'm the second biggest guy on the fucking plane.
Yeah, she big dogged you.
Oh.
Yeah. What if like the plane like smashed and you got to see her like go like Kirby and Smash Brothers and like flying through the air?
When the plane was taxiing, I've been playing Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
I know all about this.
Yeah.
When the throttle was the whole way up, but they hadn't started. And while it was moving, she had her arms crossed on top of her bulbous fucking stomach. And while the plane was moving, she was totally just jiggling,
just rocking
like
away.
a fucking plate of Jello.
Imagine she's like, hey, are you that guy who lost his job? Just like make it worse.
And she smelled.
Yeah.
I smelled her fucking BO through the mask.
Yeah.
And then it was so bad, and I'm never mean to people.
Yeah.
But a stewardess came by and was like, can I move my seat? Like I said, it clearly earshot. I mean, we were touching the entire flight.
You're like, can I move?
And there was an open seat behind me. And then she was like, yeah, well, give it a second. The gate's not closed yet. And a guy came on and said, fuck.
You couldn't switch? Oh, yeah.
That was fuming. I've never been fuming like that at another person.
Yeah.
I was fuming so bad I wanted to be like, yo, you can't do this. I was like the whole time I was like, what? How do I say it?
Yeah, how do I say
I hated this lady so much. I wanted to
stewardess,
Can we
get
or anything?
Yeah, she was with a guy. Oh, here's another thing. They were I was standing in line to get on the plane. Her and her fucking ugly bitch husband.
Was he skinny as hell? Was he skinny as hell?
He was not skinny as hell, but he was skinny fat.
Yeah.
They walked directly in front of me.
Yeah.
Before in line, they just walked straight in front of me in the line to the point where I leaned over and I was like, "Hey." I said, "Hello," and they didn't. They were too fat.
Yeah, I had a friend who like legitimately confided in me. He's like, I don't trust fat people. He's like, they're obviously greedy.
That fat, where they're like, I mean, spilling over and under an armrest.
I mean, it's a problem. It's an issue. What's the health thing? Everyone's like, oh, it's a health condition. It's like, dude, I'm pretty sure if I isolated you and watched and was like, nope, you would lose like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I always wondered about that because people say, I knew a guy, he was a machine operator, and he was like, my fucking thyroid. We'd always be like, dude, you got fat as fuck. And he's like, I have a fucking thyroid condition. Fuck you. And every day I'm like, but you eat cheesesteaks every day.
Oh, cheesesteaks every day.
That's a thyroid condition.
That's a condition, dude. Yeah, you just want to munch.
There is I think if someone's within your seat space in air, you're allowed to pinch whatever you want. You could have been like,
I was shifting and I was grumbling the whole time. I was like, I was so fucking
You're
angry.
fighting fat lady energy with fat lady energy.
I was grumbling. I was like, I sat like that the whole flight.
Oh,
It was crazy.
dude.
It was crazy.
That's just such.
And I was like, if this plane goes down, at least she goes down too.
Right.
There was a part of me like,
She might have saved you though. If the plane went down, and
You can ride her all
if
the way
that
down.
fucking engine shut out, she would have leveled the plane. I would be like, man, sit on that side.
The plane crash had one survivor. This man, Shane Gillis, who you might remember from.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
an
No
Indian-
racist survives plane crash.
Racist survives plane crash. Authorities say he used a overweight woman's body.
Yeah.
She
to
would have been a
shield
pillow.
himself.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
It
like
was
in-
so much.
In Star Wars, where he cuts open the Bantu and like climbs in
Yeah, dude.
to survive the frigid air.
He wraps himself in. Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I tried to get myself out of that because I'll go on a flight and I'll go like basically I only want girls to sit next to me.
Sure,
They
yeah.
never do though.
That's like the
It's always a
fantasy
unit,
is that
dude.
you're gonna
Dude.
like meet somebody and
You're-
like we're
exactly.
gonna hit it off.
Yeah,
And
but
never.
You ever
Yeah,
try to hit
or-
that combo
The
though?
bus is better for that, actually.
Yeah.
The mega bus. Or,
Yeah, that's where you meet the sluts.
That's right.
yeah.
I'm sitting Delta Plus.
They're hard up on
Mega
cash.
Something went wrong in their life. Yeah.
First, I usually fly first class,
Not bad.
and it's usually just that's the only time I spend money.
Yeah.
That and Grubhub. Those are the only thing, and it's usually just me and white dudes. First class is very
You get some Indian
it's
fellas.
a patriarchal system.
You get some Indian. I've seen some Indian
So
fellas.
if come
A few
up, they'll come up.
Chinese dudes.
Chinese.
True.
I was sat next to an Asian lady on the last flight. It was
You
great.
walk by, you're like,
This is like,
good
hey,
for
have
you-
you-
good for you?
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing up
Wow.
here?
That's what first class. That's what you're paying for first class. You're just keeping the fats in the back.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Knowing that fat's getting up in first class.
Yeah, but she should. They should have that. She was too big.
I think.
I'm too big.
Well,
She
she's-
was way too
Was
big.
she spilling into your seat?
Yes, totally.
You could have been like,
Dude,
man,
she had to open it to sit and then close it through her body.
that's such a
to
fat
pull-
move.
it
Too.
was-
Just to be like, just to fully not like, hey, just being like, this is mine. I'm taking this.
She
Yeah,
probably went home and wrote a blog post about how the
Yeah.
white man that sat next to her on the
grumbled.
plane- Yeah,
she
grumbled the
wasn't.
whole
She
time.
wasn't a writing fat.
No,
She was.
she wasn't. Right.
She wasn't blogger fat. She
More of
was
like just a drive through.
fat.
Yeah.
Flying to Rochester. They should have been driving. I don't know what they were doing in the air.
Yeah.
There should be
She should have been
limit.
driving a car shaped like a hot dog to Rochester.
Did you think about tempting her at all with like some snacks?
some treats?
Yeah.
They
Even
gave,
a
us,
little-
they gave us biscuits. I almost crumbled them to the bathroom.
Trapped her in there.
Trash. She couldn't have fit in the bathroom.
Really?
She would not have fit in that bathroom.
Usually there's a thing where they'll make people buy 2 seats if you're a certain
She
weight.
should have.
You should have told on her.
I did. I basically did. With the stewardess
Yeah, I said,
right here,
said yo.
I was like, "Can I switch seats?"
I'm such a dumb liberal. I would have been like, and she might have a condition, and
Yeah.
she's beautiful.
That's right.
She's a beautiful woman.
She may have had a condition.
And
It doesn't make a difference.
I can't judge people for being like this, and
I know it was
That's what I
it
would've
was
done,
my
just to-
weakness that I was judging her as aggressively as I was.
yeah,
I was mad at her.
yeah.
Kind of fun to do like puppets with a fat person's rolls though, like puppetry of the penis or some shit.
Bro, I hated her. I didn't want to come near her.
Yeah, I mean,
She
dude,
was touching me.
you could have gotten into it and just been
Could
like,
you
if
switch
she's in
with
your
her
space,
husband?
you could have gone full. That's kind of the bullshit. Yeah.
I thought about it, but
Yeah.
then I feel bad for who I'm switching with because he was skinny fat. Then I'm the unit moving in.
No,
you know
no,
what
no.
I mean?
You,
Then
but you're
Nah,
contained.
I'm
you're
very-
contained within your space.
I feel bad about it.
But you're contained.
Yeah.
That should have been that should be the policy. You can't let that husband was probably in heaven, dude. He was probably like, oh man, I got this whole fucking
God.
seat. Imagine, you know, girls will sometimes be like, let me lay on you, let me.
Yeah.
She probably every now and again just throws his arm up and it just goes. He's like, shit. Oh, this is my favorite show. He's like, God fucking damn it, dude.
You got to push them off. I push the ladies off.
Yeah, get off of
The
me.
girl I'm with now tries to snuggle constantly, and I'm literally just like, no. You know I hate that. We're not doing that.
No cuddles at all.
I hate cuddles.
Really?
I hate cuddles.
What's your favorite kind of cuddle? What about? Have you ever been Little Spoon?
No.
Little Spoon's pretty
I
comfortable.
don't think I like that.
Little Spoon's comfy, dude.
I sleep naked too, so the
Yeah,
cuddling.
of course you do. What's wrong
You
with
put a
cuddling?
penis against a lady?
That's the best thing.
It is nice. That I do like.
You
When
snuggle. Yeah, you
then
fucking.
my arm. Then your arm's stuck.
You just do it for a little bit.
Yeah,
And you
yeah, a
snuggle the
little bit.
You snuggle the penis.
Until somebody falls asleep, and then you gotta
You're
wake
off.
up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
At this point, I have a pillow I clutch like this. I have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pillow between my knees, and I just thrash about.
What's the thing? Like, I don't mind cuddling. I just can't sleep. Like, very hard to
Yeah.
sleep. Like, first off, it takes a long ass time to like get your sleep schedule used to someone else's, and then like even then, like if they're a light sleeper, they just fuck you up and wake you up all the time. I need my sleep.
you have no idea what I'm up against. I have a lady who screams in her sleep.
She's night terrors. She's in
It's
Afghanistan.
God, yeah.
She,
I
like,
don't know what happened
She
to
murdered
her.
those pine
Wakes
nut
up clutching her
farmers.
dog tags.
Dude, I don't know what happened to her, but it's terrifying. And then I get mad
Yeah.
because I can't help it. I'm getting woken up to screams. I'm
Make
like,
her-
would you shut up?
Make her
Like, I'm just, you know what I mean?
It's the maddest you can possibly be.
Getting woken up scared, I'm fuming.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fuming
Have her
twice
take
a night.
have her take magnesium. Magnesium really helps you sleep. You take
That's the problem. She's taking sleeping stuff.
what?
Melatonin.
She'll take like
Yeah,
a
but
melatonin
sometimes
or like a
that'll-
Benadryl or something.
Yeah, but
And it
sometimes
just
that'll fuck you
fucks
up.
them up. Yeah.
Telling you, man. I'm
The girls love pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
The ladies love pills.
Pills are for girls.
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you guys take antidepressants or anything?
Dude, you want to know something sad about antidepressants? I was researching them the other day.
Brain plasticity or some shit. That always
No,
makes
it
me
was
nervous.
actually they.
Why do you take them?
I take a thing for anxiety. Yeah,
Nice.
Do you really? What do you take?
I take Paxil. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So I read the
CIA.
SSRI.
yeah. I know, right?
The SSRIs. So what happened? A lot of people gain weight on them, and everyone. I was like trying to
Yeah, not
understand
me.
the mechanism of weight gain from antidepressants, and apparently, I think like glucose is like a precursor to forming serotonin. So you have people who are like trying to, they don't even realize they're doing this, but their body starts being like, we need more sugar, we need more. So they're just like eating sugar and trying to make their brain make happy chemicals. And it's like, God, it's so fucking sad.
Yeah, it is depressing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't even need it as much anymore because I got married. It was just like when I would go on dates, I would sometimes I'd have panic attacks. Like sometimes I'd be fine.
Nice.
But like other times, I don't even like.
You'd freak out on dates?
Yeah, I'd freak out on dates. Like, or like actually, like I would stress vomit, like Eminem and 8 Mile or what. Like, and the main thing before a date,
on
or
a
even
date?
on a date.
You'd
Sometimes
be like, pardon me, and go to the bathroom and throw up.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Is the key? You can't throw up in front of a girl on a date.
No.
She's never gonna fuck you. So you have to like excuse
yourself. Throwing up before a date, and then he meets the girl, and she's like, "Yeah, I live in Bushwick." Just like the shittiest date.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, fuck.
But yeah,
a lot of water in my mouth.
Yeah, like sometimes I would like arrive at a date and be
Do you
like,
ever watch Broad City? It's a good show.
He's just like,
and that's the worst. It's like there's no real like logic to it, but in the back of your head, you're like, okay, I'm about to blow this. I'm like about to get pussy, but I'm about to blow this. Like I'm gonna like say something or I'm gonna fuck, and it's like, why the fuck am I trying to impress like these people? It doesn't make any sense logically. But I would occasionally I'd like show up and be like, hey, nice to meet you. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom.
do you drink alcohol?
Yeah, on the date, like after like 2 beers, I'm fine.
Yeah. Show up hammered.
Yeah, that's that is like the.
And then if the date goes bad, you're just like, who gives a fuck?
It's like in baseball where you cheat the fastball and you like start swinging before they throw it. You just get loaded for the date.
Was there a thought process behind it, or were you just like?
There was I mean, it's not really like logical where it's like my heart starts going and then there's like I feel nauseous and nervous, but like. In terms of like what I'm thinking in my mind,
Do you pre-jack?
No, I didn't pre-jack. I think I tried that once because something about Mary.
No. I mean, do you prematurely ejaculate?
Oh no, I never had that problem. Yeah, but that would be
me neither.
Yes,
never happened.
Or I guess no,
it never.
It's
fucking happened.
But
well, it's sick to like just like be puking on dates and finally getting pussy and just absolutely shredding her pussy. Just like, whoa, yes.
I was nervous you weren't going to be able to experience this. I was nervous for you.
Right. Yeah, that's what the anxiety was.
I'm always nervous sick for the girl that she's not going to be able to get to give my flaccid penis a blowjob. Well, I say it's not going to work and I go to sleep. It's funny the confidence I have on dates knowing where this is going. I'm just like, oh, yeah. I'm charming. And then also I'm just luring them into a horrible sexual experience.
I wanted to ask, did you ever get like, I guess girls hitting you up because the SNL thing or like Instagram messages?
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Any notoriety helps.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta do a video of like like the come to my hotel and just fucking have the room cards just dangle a soft bird. Just, like, fucking...
I'm just gonna have like flower petals, rose petals leading up to a bed where I just lay there and be like, well, you can just give me head for a little. Have 45 minutes of head and I'm like, well, it's not gonna work. Let's go to bed, or you can leave. That's how it's done.
That's alpha as fuck.
And then I throw up.
Google says
I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even get up to throw up. I just lay there.
So the pack still worked.
You got to throw up during head.
It sort of worked, yeah. I mean, mostly works, yeah.
Nice. Dude, apparently, again, I'm not going to harp on magnesium, but magnesium slows down the production of norepinephrine and cortisol and adrenaline.
I have gotten tired of norepinephrine.
Dude, you get it.
Sick
you get it. Dude,
so when you get anxious, movies.
So you have to use like minerals and shit to produce these chemicals.
Yeah.
And then when you start using up, you start depleting yourself of vitamins if you're all like fucking wound up like that. So when you start taking them and filling them back up, it like calms down your nervous system.
Well, it's fucked up because nobody has any idea how SSRIs actually work for like, treating anxiety or depression. Like they have some effectiveness, but nobody has any idea what
I think alcohol works better for
it does, yeah.
Anxiety.
Yeah, but it's like, when you're like going about your day and, not trying to get fucked up.
You could get a little, have one or two, go to work.
True.
Be the man. Flask. Just be the man at work.
Yeah, this is my anti-anxiety medication.
That's probably what Cuomo was doing. He's probably drinking a little vino.
Yeah.
Ended up walking by like a police officer, like,
where's your body camera? Yeah, dude, that's
do a body camera sex tape with the state trooper.
Just heard like, sir, just 2 arms, like, sir.
Like, I'm gonna have to tase you.
It's like Cuomo point of view. For us to get it out of the body camera.
Fuck.
Poor guy.
Como's
Poor guy.
done, dude.
Yeah.
He's out.
We're not allowed to kiss on the forehead anymore.
Guess not.
Dude, did you watch the video that he put out? His press release video.
No, I didn't
I think it was like last week. It was great.
What'd he do?
It literally read. It sounded like a Dr. Seuss poem. He was like, "I kiss girls. I kiss blacks. I kiss LGBTQ members. I hug on the plane. I hug on the train." Like it was crazy. And each one, every time he'd say something, there'd be a picture of him hugging and kissing someone.
Right.
It was great.
So he
did
did
he
like
compare?
Biden defense.
He was like, "Bro, I did this to everybody." That was his defense.
Yeah, they put
He's
together
like,
like,
I wasn't horny doing it. I did sexually assault everyone, though. Here's a montage of me sexually harassing fucking Jesse Jackson.
Yeah. And then I smeared him.
Jesse Jackson must have been like, man, that fucking queer.
Oh, that's what that
Ain't no
was.
goddamn queer putting his hands on me.
I
Jesse
did it
Jackson.
to Louis
yeah.
Farrakhan. I did it to everybody.
so he
you-
claimed he just.
Yeah, he was like, I did this my whole life.
He's a Care
It's
Bear.
not a big deal.
He's a Care Bear.
Yeah, it's a good move.
Yeah.
You get accused of assault, just be like, I do that constantly.
is that real? Because he did like say they're punishing me for being Italian or what? Like, do you have
Yeah,
I guess
well-
gropey family member, very touchy or?
Well, they punish Italians.
That's
all the
true.
time.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
So
Being kind of like.
just for being
forceful.
ourselves.
They don't like Catholics in power, dude. They do that to the
That's-
Irish
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
right.
It goes back to the WASP.
The Wasps, they blew JFK's brains out. They took down Cuomo.
Yeah, they made Biden retarded with pills or something.
I
They
was
don't
thinking
like
like,
that we're a little bit more charismatic
Yeah.
than them.
well, I was thinking
The
like,
Irish?
The wasps don't
Yeah.
like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
I was going to
Catholics are a
say,
little
the
more-
Irish are a little more charismatic
Yeah,
than
like
Italians.
just
Are they?
beautiful
Definitely.
poets.
You guys are like
talkers.
handsome fucking,
Yeah.
hey, we're over here. We're fucking
Hey, Ma. Hey, Ma.
Irish
check me
people are
out,
funny.
Ma. Yeah.
drinking,
Great writers.
fighting, hitting women.
yeah, more
Well, I guess we're
we're
yeah, the Irish and Italian fucking
Solidarity.
hitting women.
There's a mural in Belfast.
Yeah.
Dude, my brother was telling me there was a fuck, dude. What was his YouTube video? So it was like in the 1970s, and some guy was basically coming out talking about. Oh, it was Hunter S. Thompson did a thing about the Hell's Angels, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they beat the shit out of him at one point. They kicked his ass, and apparently the guy, this is on like a national TV. The guy's like, "Well, you got involved in an argument between his man and his wife," and I think the thing was like, "Well, he was beating his wife."
yeah.
And the guy, like for this studio, like a late night TV show, was just like, sometimes you got to slap him around. The studio was like,
Yeah.
It was like the 70s.
It's like
Everyone was
that
like,
Sean Connery interview.
you were just
You
laughing.
ever see that one?
No.
Yeah.
Sean Connery's just getting interviewed.
Well-
He's like, yeah.
You have to sometimes.
Yeah, how you doing? Let me hear it.
Well, sometimes they want to have the last word.
Yeah. He's like, you gotta just slap him in the face.
He said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah, I think his shirt was off for
That-
some
dude,
reason.
I'm
I think he was
telling
like in a bathing suit.
oh, that's right. He had like a bunch of hair. Like he looked like the most alpha man of all time when he said that.
You just gotta fucking slap him, dude. James
Do
Bond.
you think, and again, we're spitballing ideas here. Do you think
they're
there's
very-
like a gentlemanly way, not to be like an animal, not to be like an Italian, no offense,
No,
just like
yeah.
beat the shit out of him?
Well, he's
I think
That
there's
is
a way
the
to be
difference.
like,
Italians
come down to
close
reality.
fists.
Yeah.
That's
Irish.
exactly what he said in that interview. Connery's like, sometimes with an open palm when
Yeah.
they're being hysterical and you can't calm them down.
Yeah.
Dude.
I like to slap them when they're asleep.
Yeah.
You think so?
Just while they're asleep, I fucking.
And just.
And then I go. Yeah. If they offend me during the day, I go, no, it's fine. And then that night I'll lean over.
There's a hard pinch and just be like a fucking bug must have been you. I don't know what it is. I don't know
They wake
why.
up to you like,
Do you ever think that? Do you ever? Do you ever think there were kids? I always heard like the horrific like just it's so scary or like your dad's beating your mom. Do you ever think there were any kids who were like, "Woo, get her fucking dad,
beat her
fucking-
ass."
She's so fucking."
I'd cheer for him. I love my dad. I would cheer for him. If he started wailing on my mom, I'd
At
be
this
like,
point too.
get her. She's on his ass, dude. He needs one of these days, Phil. He's got one in the tank.
I mean, by the time you're 70,
You can get away with
It's
it.
close enough.
you get one.
But that-
just
yeah,
one-
you're right. Like,
just
once-
one up against the wall, like I'm fucking Jesus, fucking
I'm
shut
trying to
up.
watch the Phillies.
I thought it would get fucking better, and we're 70, and you're still fucking shut the fuck up.
We're not getting a pool.
I mean, dude, 70, like you're in a little weekend getaway. No one's
Yeah.
gonna just fucking shut the
No
fuck
one's gonna
up.
believe her.
I've dealt with this for 50 fucking years. Shut the fuck up. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah.
And
It's
you don't
like
do
an
it
anniversary
just up
present
against the wall.
you
Just
get
up
her.
against the wall. Just
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
You know when you give your wife a coupon for like a back rub or something?
Yeah.
She gives you
Yeah.
one to
One.
Smack the shit out of her.
yeah, just
One
like,
slap.
put her against-
If
Yeah.
I'm talking out of line, you get to use the coupon.
I wonder how many guys have not like just gotten like diagnosed with like you have a month. It's like, all right, going home. You're like,
Do you imagine that too? You got
How
the terminal
dare you.
diagnosis, and she's like, "Why are you doing?" It's just like, shut the fuck up. Right now, you'd be if this were you, you'd be in a fucking blanket, live, laugh, love, all that shit. You're fucking picking me apart.
yeah,
I got a fucking year to live.
Hmm.
Actually, I did a I didn't put it out yet. I did a Patreon with
Yeah.
with a Canadian doctor who's doing psilocybin therapy for people who are end of life.
Yeah.
And he was basically saying like everyone thinks, you know, you get that 6 months to live and you're all like, this is what I and he's like, there's just are people who are same as ever, just crushed with anxiety. They're just like, I'm gonna fucking die. Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we talked about psilocybin therapy and how it works for people who are like about to die. He said it takes that you just have a cloud of death around you and it just fucking
Yeah.
it moves away.
You feeling like you might die kind of sucks.
Oh, like knowing you're going to though.
Yeah.
That's like they're like, no, you are, and you're
Yeah.
just like you're hanging with your kids. You're like, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Kind of it flies in the face of the SSRI model because they're saying they got to like alter your brain chemicals. You have like one crazy experience, and you're like, whoa, fuck. I'm
What?
not as depressed.
Yeah, I know they were saying like ecstasy treats PTSD, and I know like psilocybin and LSD and stuff have been good for addiction, and I guess that kind of stuff when you're like, yeah, because that's like what we were talking about in the other one is like that's where all mental problems come from is this, or not all, but I think a lot of them, this denial of death, this
Did
idea.
you ever read the book Denial of Death?
No, I
Rules.
heard Mark Maron's gay ass plug it, so I was
Yeah, I
like, no
fucking hate that book.
thanks.
What are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, dude, this is Team Rogan.
Never read that one. He's a list
I
of
forget
books.
everything about that book. Rules. Wait, Marin didn't read it.
Yeah,
Man didn't read it.
If he's fucking, he's stealing
Yeah.
Death Valley.
I'm sure it's great though. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the idea. I agree with the title.
It rules. It's so sick.
I'll tell you what's crazy is I fly every weekend to these shows, and literally the whole time I'm flying, I'm contemplating death.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I just landed. I'm like, hey, how's everyone?
Yep. Get a little bumpy.
Yeah. Oh, those bumps.
The worst is when
Oh,
when it's
yeah.
bumpy and I'm looking at like a girl like she's about to freak out and I'm like and she's just like calm as
Yeah.
hell and I'm like
You know what I was
"Fuck,
thinking of
dude,
that helps is that Bill Burr bit about the guy making noises during turbulence. You guys ever? He's like, ah, ah,
Yeah,
ah." He's like, you don't think I wouldn't be doing that? Be a fucking man. Shut up. Just some guy in the back bumping like, ah.
I just my arms rise up. I get nervous I go and I
Oh,
just fucking
man.
I just do it quietly.
I just listen to rap.
Did you really on the plane?
Yeah. Put on music.
You just listen to rap
Put
on
on
the
like
plane?
talking shit music.
Really?
If I'm afraid of death,
yeah.
It's a good
yeah,
idea.
I'm like, well, I can't die listening to this.
True.
Even though I'm sure a lot of people have.
Oh yeah. Oh
A lot
yeah.
of
Oh,
people
yeah.
got shot listening to that.
Just on the best. Like, what's this guy want?
I haven't seen that guy in a
Fuck.
month.
Yeah, that stinks. That would stink to get murdered while you're listening to rap. You're just like everyone who's listening to rap is like at the same time like things are about to get so fucking good for me. Dude. I just gotta
Yeah.
fucking shit,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh man, there's that guy I bothered
Yeah.
walking around the corner.
Well, if you're a rapper, just never do an Instagram video in your car. That seems to be like as long as you don't do that, you're not going to get shot to death.
Yeah,
True.
it's a rough way to go. Hey
Oh,
everybody,
is that what's happening too?
Yeah, there's been like a few of
Yeah.
them. Yeah,
A lot of TikTok stars are getting murdered.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
CIA.
You think?
That's
yeah,
right,
probably.
This is the
What-
Chi-Coms.
What do you think they're getting murdered? Like, what are some of the details?
I think it's like robberies or something. But there was one kid. He went on a date with this girl to a movie, and this guy randomly went up and shot them both in the head, like a
Damn.
19-year-old.
Jesus.
1,000
18-year-old kid.
commenters must have been like, "Oh shit, I wrote that." You know,
What?
on every one of that guy's videos, like, "I hope you fucking die."
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, ah.
Yeah.
Have you? I just watched a video of it. I think it was in Queens.
Uh-huh.
When people get shot, it's not like. It's usually
What?
just one person walking up and just being like,
yeah.
and then everyone just runs.
Yeah.
it's
on,
crazy.
On its quiet
It's not like
TV.
a big deal. It's not it's not like dramatic.
It's weird how people react. Yeah,
yeah.
it's very weird.
They had another
Right.
Chinatown attack, and it was like a lady was getting two dudes
Was it
pulled up
Godzilla?
in the Bay Area.
What happened?
In the Bay Area, two dudes pulled up and like started snagging this lady's purse, and two young Asian fellers were like,
Two
no,
young dudes.
no fucking way. Two young Asian fellers were like, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
Just coming and cracking our grandmothers in the head.
Yeah.
So these guys had guns. They're trying to take the purse, and the Asian guys fight them off. They shoot them. It's the same thing. It's just like
Oof.
this, and the guy just fucking.
Yeah,
but he
drop
got hit. He
weird.
got winged. hit in the arm, so he's all right.
I watched one. It was a lady.
Hero.
So
A lady shot another woman.
A lady just
in the
walked
head.
up to another lady, back of her head, shot her, and just walked away.
What?
And everyone was like, "Yeah."
I'd have
Did
jumped
people
on her. I'd
run
have
that
beat
they
the
just
shit out of
didn't-
that lady.
People, some run, some like, yeah, it's like a weird jog away from it, like a fight. It's like a fight broke out.
Yeah.
It's odd.
I was on my bike. I was at Brooklyn Bridge Park, and I'm on my bike, and I get out of the bike lane for a second, and this lady on roller skates by me, and she goes, "Bike lane, dickhead," and I just kept riding, but like it takes you a second to be like, what just happened? And
I think that's probably the same thing.
yeah.
Where it's like, what the fuck was that?
What was that? Yeah.
Yeah, you get around the corner.
I turned around though, and then she.
should have chased her down.
I did
Pursued
chase
her.
her down.
Did you? Nice.
Well, it took me a second because I was meeting up with my wife, and then I was like, "Nah, fuck that." And I turned around,
Yeah.
and I see her, and she's rollerblading in the bike lane.
Yeah,
I go, "That's the bike lane, asshole," and then I
Nice.
kept riding.
Yeah.
I got into an
that's a
altercation.
good thing.
That is a good thing you did that. I got into an altercation with an older lady today when I was it was my bad. I was in the intersection, but I'd just gotten out of the tunnel. I was fucking just fuming. I got out of the tunnel.
I had a
wrong
bullhorn yelling about vaccines in the, in the Target.
turn. I pulled up in the
With my 9
intersection.
kids.
I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, I'm just like, I know I'm in the intersection. A lady stops, hands on hips, and goes. I just rolled my window
Yeah.
down. I said, "Ma'am, I'm aware that I'm in here, and I'm deeply sorry for it." And she was just like, walking away.
She
You killed
wasn't
her with
ready for
kindness.
that.
I killed her with kindness.
She wasn't
bro.
ready for the kindness. Yeah.
Nah, bro. I said, "Ma'am."
You should have just rolled your window down.
You were in the crosswalk?
fat slut.
I was in the cross. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was way in the cross. It was crazy how far in the crosswalk I was. And she
Yeah, but
just
that's
stopped.
just what happens driving in New York. It's hard to anticipate.
It happens, yeah. Sometimes it fucking happens. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was very funny to hit her with that of just being like, "Ma'am, I know what I'm doing right now, and I'm very sorry for it."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "All right, fuck."
Yeah. What's going on with
Meditation's
you?
paying
You
off.
think about throwing up or jizzing?
I had more energy on
always-
the first
but
one.
you always
It's been
think-
like,
good. This
Yeah,
is good
same.
energy.
Nah, I want
You
to
always think though, if somebody like if somebody just walks by and goes, "You faggot" or whatever, like on the
Yeah.
street, you're gonna be like, "You're a," and then,
No, you-
but you're not. You go,
Yeah.
wait, what?
yeah, it's like I'm a
was it?
comedian. I
Yeah.
I shouldn't
Wait,
be
were you just
losing
attacking
this.
me for an anti-vaxxer? Is that what I
No,
got?
I was just saying. It'd
Were
be
you just
funny if-
attacking me, dude?
He's attacking you.
No, it would be funny if
Dude,
you.
it's my body.
You're like,
Yeah.
all I was doing was no, but I said
That's
that you
kind
were
of an
in.
attack.
He was
No,
saying
I
you
said-
were in Target on a
You were in
bullhorn.
Target on a
I'm
bullhorn.
teasing,
Yeah.
bro. Teasing.
Well, I don't know.
It was really like
I
a
don't know
really
what
clever
psycho shit you're
callback. It
capable
was a
of.
really clever callback to like you and the rollerblader, and like that period of time goes by, and you go,
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just doing some real meta stuff.
Right.
But no, dude, I mean, some people can just kind of, read the media and just go along with whatever. I want to see the data, so I just protecting my family, dude. I don't want them to get some weird experimental vaccine in a year from now, be like fucked up. I'm like, damn, I wish I fucking put my foot down. Yeah, that's just me.
How long do you think if there's?
I'm kidding.
No,
Nice.
Teasing.
How long? What?
oh, if there's like negative effects, how long do you think it'll be?
For the vaccine?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. I'm just like I'm chilling. I'm in the pocket, dude.
You
I'm
just
waiting.
gotta count from when Bob Odenkirk got his, and that's when it'll hit you.
True. His was vaccine, right?
Well, he got a heart attack, but we have no idea what caused it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling, dude. I don't know anything. I'm just like, the way they're going. If they were to be like, hey, tonight on the news, we're gonna let these two people debate it out, I'd be like, all right, this is sweet.
Yeah.
But dude, it's the way they're going about it. It's creepy as fuck, dude.
That's how like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. convinced me to like for a time be like anti-vax because he's like with a fucked up voice like I will debate any of these scientists and they always say no, and I'm like, why won't they debate him? When he's a Kennedy, come
It's
on,
the
you got to
same-
debate him.
It's kind of the same mentality the press had with Trump, where they were like, even if he does something good, it's our obligation to the public to shut this down. And I think that's how they feel about the vaccine.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
They're like, we're obligated to never question
Right.
this.
Well, it also gives people. Then, like before, I was like, yeah, sign them up for all those things you got to get. But then you start like people are like, you're a fucking anti-vaxxer, and you start talking to people who are anti-vaxxers, and it's like they're like, dude, they give when the kid's like 5 hours old, they get a hepatitis
yeah.
shot, and it's like, why?
Well, that's the thing. Like, the RFK Jr. argument, and that's anti-vax, and like this kind of shit can get you in trouble with YouTube or whatever. So I want to be careful. But
No, we don't care.
but
we much rather go back to audio only.
but he
Yeah, dude, that's weird.
well, he points out that like there's some like Reagan law in like I don't know 86 or 87, which gave the vaccine companies this like total immunity. So there's like a special fund that's set up. You can't actually sue the vax companies. You go to this thing, and he says like the modern schedule kind of comes in around like, I forget if it's 86 or 88, 99. But his point is like, essentially, when you look at, autism and all these fucked up things, it all really starts like 1989, people born 1989 and after. And, people will say, oh, they can diagnose it better or whatever. But it does seem like they're giving kids a lot more shots than they used to. And, maybe that's something to do with it. But
so apparently it was.
I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, well,
but maybe they should debate Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
There was 27.
Yeah, bitch.
There was.
Vaccine.
There
bitch.
was 20. There was about 27, I think.
Not a vaccine, bitch.
Before that.
I
just saying.
I am.
Dude, before they gave them immunity from, like, you can't sue them. It's like, what the fuck?
I love vaccines.
So, dude,
Saved my life.
I fucking support you, dude.
Saved my life.
But apparently, once they passed that law, there was 27 mandated vaccinations.
Yeah.
As soon as they passed the law, it became like 72.
Right.
Some
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
It jumped like
That's
50. People were like,
yeah.
oh, this one
Yeah.
too, this one too. All I'm saying is, dude, my body, my choice, dude. You just think people would fucking recognize that?
And you're pro-choice too.
I'm big pro-choice, dude.
It's kind of funny.
I think it's evil that women kill babies, but they can do that if they want.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up that they would kill a beautiful baby. But they can do that.
What
if
if it's not going to be beautiful?
Yeah, what if it's gonna look like boobs, kid?
I mean, that's on them. Yeah, they want to kill their baby and become fucking wicked.
Yeah. Can't bring a baby into a world where they have to get
But do you
70
think that-
vaccines.
True.
But do you think that we would be kind of out of the woods with COVID if more people were vaccinated?
I mean, what's defined out of the woods? 5 people a week dying in a state.
Is that yeah? I mean, that's what
Yeah,
it is.
I mean, yeah, sure.
guess it's not. That
Yeah, I
much.
mean, less people would die of COVID, and then you'd have more adverse reactions. People are going to get adverse reactions.
Yeah.
Choice is up to the people.
Yeah.
Choice is up to the motherfucking people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Do what you want. Protect yourself, dude. And if science comes out being like, actually, it's like way more. Okay, cool. Sign me up. But for now, I'm like, yeah.
It's kind of funny. My wife is Brazilian, and she like hit me.
Oh.
Yeah, well, what?
Hot.
Israel. She
dude.
hit me with this thing of
Respectfully,
like, yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
You fucking had a CIA overthrow of your
Yeah,
pussy.
yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, but so she hit me with this thing like, I don't trust American vaccines. Like, if I'm not going to take any American vaccines, if we get our kids vaccinated, we go to Brazil. And I'm like, my head at the time was like, you're fucking retarded. What? And then it's like, and then I watched like these RFK Jr. YouTube videos. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to Brazil?
Yeah. Brazil's
Dude.
beautiful.
So sick.
Yeah.
My brother has he's got autism and he wasn't really born like he was like a normal kind of healthy baby.
He got hit with it?
I don't know, but I just remember him. I even remember him as a baby, like talking and saying words and stuff. And then I think when he was 2, he just kind of like shut down. I'm not saying it's vaccines or anything.
Right,
But I'm just saying he wasn't born with any kind of disability.
And I think they paid out. Again, yeah, obviously look it up for yourself. I think Gardasil was the one they were fighting. I think they had actually paid out for. I mean, again, I could be getting misinformed. Look into it for yourself.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. It's like the problem is it's like this whole thing became a thing where it's like, oh, you're one of those blah blah blah. It's like, dude, I got all my fucking things. If I had known more, maybe I fucking wouldn't have.
Well, like,
who has time to research this shit though?
Nobody.
You know?
No.
Yeah.
Well, some people now. Well, now a lot of people have time.
Hoss.
Yeah.
Hoss
My
was
cousin
spitting
went through
facts.
and just did just the numbers, dude, and he was like, he's like, it's just not that. But he'll also concede. He was like, a lot of people will go like, it's not killing anyone. It's like, no, there's like the data's in from the hospitals. If you're not vaccinated, you are more likely to die from COVID. That's fine. But
that's
if you're
like-
30 and younger, your chances are very slim.
That's what really fucked me up, though, is that date, RFK Jr. gave like 89. And he say, people, when we were young, they didn't have these problems. And it's like, you look at these like fucking Zoomers and kids now, they're all so fucked up. It's like, okay, if it's not the vaccines, what's doing it?
Like rock
They're
and
trying to cancel our comedy shows.
It's the
They're all
goddamn rock and
fucked
roll.
up.
Or there's also glyphosate, which was in
Yeah.
like Roundup,
Yeah.
and there's a whole thing with that.
They're all listening to shitty rap and wearing weird clothes.
Yes, that's right.
They're all fucking trans now.
Yeah.
They are
It's nice.
trans.
There's like so much shit that could
Noah's trans.
That's a new goth though.
Yeah.
Now instead of
Yeah.
being goth, you're just like, I'm trans. You're like,
I'm actually bisexual. It's like you're in 3rd grade.
instead of wearing black, I just got to cut my dick off. It's a more commitment.
It's much more goth.
Yeah, I was
much more
I was
dark.
trans when I was in middle school.
were you trans?
Were you?
No. I'm just saying like
I know,
that'll
I'm
be
fine.
the
Went through
Yeah.
a trans phase.
yeah.
That'll be fun for
The
people.
trans phase, they're gonna hate the jocks.
Oh,
Because trans probably hate the jocks.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Or they are jocks. And they're in the
The
Olympics.
liberal media would love to show you that.
Or it's like Euphoria, where the fucking star quarterback.
No, that's oh yeah, true.
Euphoria, yeah.
There's another one where the best what was the other one? Not Euphoria. There was another like hot kids show.
First of all, go ahead. I don't.
There
wanna-
was just a dude who was like a gay black guy that was like the best captain of the water polo team.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking. I don't
And they
know.
were like,
that
he's
show.
the man. He
Yeah.
wore like a dress to school.
I didn't see that. I know you're talking. I've heard about that before.
Yeah.
Dude, there's something I've noticed too about women's psychology where they love high school dramas. A lot of like older women will watch high school dramas, like going into like Gilmore Girls. That was like one of the main subplots was like high school.
We all
dramas.
liked high school for a while in America. Every movie was like a high school drama.
True, yeah.
You know,
Coming.
they were
of
like
age tale.
big movies, like blockbuster movies. Were like, she's all that.
Yeah, I guess you're
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's kind of weird.
I like it. I like a good high school flick.
I don't know, man. I've seen a lot. It's not just my babe. I know a lot of women who just watch like high school love stories. Strange.
Do you like high school love stories?
Not really. No, I mean, I'm trying to think of like, it's just like you can't really watch them because the actors are all in their like mid-20s. It's just kind of
Yeah.
fucking weird.
That's what fucks you up is they put these goddamn hot kids on there.
Right.
Yeah.
This hot 20-year-old, and she's like, I'm in middle school.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's like, why are you making me get turned on?
Yeah, Grease was the only movie that did it right. Just casting a bunch of 40-year-olds in the thing. But Dev and I watched Never Been Kissed.
I was just
lately.
thinking that.
Yeah,
It's
but
wild.
Yeah,
What's
but that's
Never
like,
Been Kissed?
it's with Drew Barrymore. She like goes back to high
She's
school.
like a reporter that's like, I'm going
Yeah.
undercover and goes to
Does
high
she?
school to
I'm
make
going
out
to-
with people.
I
Make
think
out with kids.
that's the fantasy. I think she nailed it on that. The writer.
No,
of that,
but
that's
it really
what
doesn't hold up, and it's really a bad movie because the premise is like, don't we all want to go back to high school and be cool again?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I like my life now. I got
kinda
a
wish-
Honda HRV.
I do wish
True.
the dorks,
Yeah. I
the
got
dorks in
CRV.
our country
You got
kept
CRV?
that.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Guys, don't try to fake a friendship now. Don't try to bond over CRVs.
Now we're dads, dude.
Yeah, the true. This is thick dad
It is
beef.
like the dad non-dad divide. We did reset the seating.
True.
Yeah. So I think we do need the dorks to go back to having the I wish I could redeem myself in high school quality. Now they've all been indoctrinated with all the people that were cool in high school are losers. You're the cool one. They need to remember I was cool.
Right.
Yeah.
They need to remember the captain of the high school football team
Right.
rules.
Right.
True.
Is that you? Was that you? But that's kind of the premise of 21 Jump Street.
The captain of the high school football team is still cool.
That is true. That's true, and you'll never stop.
And the goth kids will always be dorks. They
Yeah.
can write as many articles as they want. If I
Yeah.
see them, they're getting a wedge. They are going to be, I'm going to tell them, you guys are gay. You're gay. And now they're like, being gay is cool. I'm like, it's not.
The more you know.
Thank you.
You think being gay is cool?
I mean,
Hey guys, I'm comedian Shane Gillis.
to be
For the
fair,
public service announcement. Here's the gay is cool.
Yeah, put my foot up on it.
Tell you what,
It's actually not.
it's not.
I mean, to be fair, there would be no gay people if it wasn't for us hardworking heterosexuals
Yeah.
constantly producing more and more
Making
people.
them, yeah.
We're doing all the work. Like, you don't think, dude, you don't think I want to fuck around and kiss my buddies and just fuck off? You don't think I just want to fucking go out and
You know how
mess
easy
around?
it would be for us to just stop being hardworking tough guys and start fucking fooling around with our friends? You know how much more fun this room would be?
Yeah.
We're doing a podcast
I'll start
right now.
coming. Yeah, we're trying to
We
work.
could lock the door and have guys time.
Yeah, you just
No,
be like,
we gotta keep it all going. We
Sean,
have-
I would fucking
Yeah, well-
break you.
oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
Oh,
yeah.
I would snap you up.
Oh my god.
Actually, you'd give me a head and I wouldn't get hard. Damn it.
You're like, well, at least it's not gay.
Well, I know I'm not gay now.
I just finally
My
turned on
dick
the
just-
vibrating egg in my butt. Like, nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
like,
could all finger ourselves.
right.
Yeah.
True.
If the cultural
That'd be
thing is a
fun.
little different, we could just be like, "Oh, I'm having problems with my wife. Can you just jerk me off a little, Shane?" And be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, this is just totally cool." Just like,
Yeah, but then your whole family falls apart because you're just hanging out with Shane all the time. Shane understands you.
And also, if I jerked you off, your wife's
Game over.
useless.
Game
Dude,
over.
one of my buddies also makes me come.
Yeah,
I gotta stop pretending to
Your
be
wife
friends with
finds
you.
out that Shane jerked you off. She gets you a second cell phone that she can check all the time. It's just like you're not allowed to podcast anymore.
How many passes you would get with a gay affair? I think women would be
You
more
have to
understanding.
FaceTime her every time you.
she thought I was gay with one of my friends. Oh yeah, this is because like don't fucking tell your significant other, or at least she's like traditional Brazilian conservative Christian evangelical queen. So like,
Yeah, that's a queen.
I got, some friend who was like telling me he got like pegged by this girl, and like I'm not into that, whatever. And she was like, she kept being like, your friend is gay. And this is before I told her, your friend is gay. Your friend
Yeah.
is gay. He's trying to have sex with you. He's gay. And it's like, well, it's like he's not. But he did get pegged by this girl. She's like, I knew it. He's gay.
Yeah.
Did you tell your wife
she's
anything to
right.
do with the girl's not gay?
I did not. Oh, I did actually.
You
Yeah.
presented this argument.
is true.
It's not true.
Even oral stimulation. Even if you're like, oh, if it's a girl,
If you blew a girl's
strap
dildo,
on, not gay.
Matt?
It's with a girl.
Matt, I promise you.
Anything you do with a
think that's
girl is
cool?
not gay. I wouldn't, but I'm saying it's not. If you're with a girl,
I guess if you put it that way, there are some girls I would. If there's
peg you.
certain girls,
Which girl would you let peg you, and what size would you let her peg you with? Would you-
We're going Japanese or Chinese or black or how we doing
yeah,
this?
yeah.
I would see
you
you
don't
the
wanna get pegged
nubile
with
white
something that's
queen.
too
I would
big.
see you the nubile white queen with a very modest strap on.
But would you be like done
like
after that?
What do you mean done?
Well, I mean, like it would be like if there was a hot, like if there was a hot girl, it's like, yeah, you could fuck me if I could peg you. I'm like, yeah, sure, But it's like,
Yeah.
You would.
yeah,
Dude.
Yuck. We got it on camera.
If your Brazilian wife sees this,
True, dude.
ciao.
She's on a Duarte. Yeah, or
Yeah.
not Duarte. Who's the guy?
Bolsonaro. She loves him. She was like, her whole family
This thing
hates
fucking
him,
rules, dude.
but she's like, yeah,
You like Trump.
yeah, Trump's okay. Well, I don't. Yeah.
Who's your
think
top
it's funny.
And you
politician
like
right now?
Trump.
What?
Well, I liked Bernie, but he's like not relevant anymore. He lost.
Yeah. He also takes money from Big Pharma. Not a lot.
Yeah. Well, they just try to influence powerful people. It's
Yeah.
just like Bernie's like the left, so they give money. They try
Yeah,
to
true.
they try to get in with everybody
You love
essentially.
Bernie. You love Ilhan Omar too.
She's all right.
You love the squad? You love the squad?
hate Israel. You love the squad.
Yeah, talk about Israel for a while.
Yeah, this guy will probably.
Well, I don't hate Israel. I just.
What do you think about them
Isn't
requiring?
I had a landlord who drove a Range Rover, and the fucking heating never worked. So that was a little annoying.
So
He
you were
was
like, we need to
Israeli.
get rid of Israel,
We need to nuke Israel. That's what. Yeah.
and you the CIA is heavy with Israel, right?
Yeah, they're pretty close. Yeah.
They're pals.
There's some documentary. They got mad at each other because the CIA put together a computer virus called Stuxnet, which they used to like fuck up the Iranian centrifuges. Like they hacked
They
in.
got
and-
stuck in the reactors.
Well, it was
Oh.
called Stuxnet.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
Yeah. But
I'm stuck on
Mahmoud,
this.
help!
I'm stuck on this bomb.
Getting stuck.
Come rub your big mustache on my foot. So they did Substack.
yeah. So the CIA built this virus, and then they were like being very limited with it, and then they shared it with the Israelis, and the Israelis just like ran it all over the place, and
Pigged out.
Yeah, but essentially, yeah. And it's like,
You tell me the Israelis got greedy?
yes. But yeah, it's the point was essentially when it comes to like computer viruses and hacking, like that's all that bullshit with Russia now, where there's like not really laws or treaties about this, so nobody knows if it's like an act of war for the United States to like hack Iran's computer systems, or Russia to do it here, or like shut down the electricity grid. Well, that would probably
They
be an
better
act
not
of
hack
war.
my computer.
Yeah.
I'm playing Total War and Russia comes in and hacks me.
Oh, it would stink,
That
dude.
fucking pissed me off.
They're just aren't they? Can't they just be like, we're just anonymous, dude? Fucking America.
Yeah, but it's like hard to like, like the really sophisticated hacking. You're like, yeah, this is not just like one fucking asshole.
Dude,
who,
how
like,
fun would that be, though?
did you ever? Yeah, I did actually.
Do you know people who hack?
Well, back in the day when I was like, a high school kid or whatever, I would do like Trojan horses, basically. It's just like being a script kiddie is what they call it, where like I cannot program, but you can like find, it's extremely illegal, you can find like Trojans or whatever, where you send somebody like, hey, this is Pamela Anderson sextape.exe, and they double click it and it's like, okay, I own your computer now.
So you get their IP address and you can
Yeah.
surf
You
their
must
computer.
have got me.
You can do whatever. Yeah, you can keylog them. You could like
You.
the
I was
funny.
downloading Vince Carter's Slam Dunk.
I just remember like, and again, I was like,
Hanging from the rim.
Yeah, I needed that.
I was in like a StarCraft clan, and we would like go to war with other clans by like trying to hack each other. Basically.
What?
How do you throw up on
Yeah,
dates?
yeah.
You got
You
that
bet-
kicking
dude,
around? You
that
got
was-
that Trojan
no.
horse in the backyard?
That was your body telling you you're queen. That's not your queen, dude.
Yes.
That's the fucking
Yeah.
queen, dude.
so
But
you,
strongman
your
politics.
StarCraft guys would fuck other people's computers up?
Yeah, I mean, like they would put together
sick.
like they had chat rooms where they'd
That's
hang
so
out,
funny.
and they'd make like chat bots, which would like pretend to log on to play StarCraft, but would just like spam messages and then disconnect and reconnect. So you just couldn't keep doing that. They would just flood the chat
They
room.
jam the communication.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like, I just remember the Trojan Horse had this option. Like once you're in their computer, you can, like I said, do all this shit. One of them,
child pornography.
you
on
can
there.
open and close their disk tray, which like obviously you can't
Yeah.
see, but it's like such a funny, as a kid, it's such a funny feeling to be like, yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, someone did this when I was in college. Someone went to the guy. It was like we were all on the same floor, and someone got his IP address somehow. We went into our room and we started going through all the shit on his computer. We found like really weird porn,
Oof.
and we were like, "Hey, dude, we know what porn you look at." And he was just like befuddled.
What type of weird porn?
Electric nipple torture,
Hell yeah.
which at the time, you know, now it's nothing, but back then we were just like, and he was like a real.
No, that's
straight-
still something.
Yeah, dude.
If
I
I
mean,
found out one of my boys
nobody's
was into that,
coming.
I'd take him out behind the
nobody's
woodshed,
coming.
beat him with a rubber hose.
Dude, he claimed it was a joke. He was like, "Oh, I was fucking around," and we were like,
Like
and he was
Vito.
like,
Hey,
No,
kids, I'm
Sopranos.
Shane Gillis.
you know, one of
Find
those,
any weird porn on your computer?
I'm gonna beat you with a rubber hose.
you know, dudes too who are always like, "You're fucking weird." He was always obsessed with telling you like you're a weirdo,
Uh-huh.
which
Yeah.
I encounter them a lot.
Yeah.
So, dude,
Yeah, being good at sex, gay.
Yeah.
he was always hitting us with like, "Yeah, you're fucking weird, man." And we saw him. We're like, "What do you know about those nipples, bro?" And he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he was like, "I just feel like you guys kind of like violated." Like that was a joke, obviously, but like, what the fuck were you guys doing? Like snooping around.
That
on
is
the computer?
fucked up.
Hey,
He's
man.
right about that.
Hey, dude.
But he shouldn't be throwing weird around if he's got nipple porn.
Yeah.
Torture too. Electric. I didn't even know that was a genre, dude. I
Girls
was
getting their
cream
nipples
pies,
tortured?
Cream pies. But yeah, there was that. And my only other instance of hacking was my good friend. We went to grade school together, and he was like, from the time we were in grade school, he like knew how to go in like MS DOS, which to me is hacking. So he goes, "Dude, and there's a screen that said press yes, press no." He goes, "Press Y and hit enter." I was like, "What will happen?" He's like, "Do it." I'm like, "All right," and I hit yes and enter. The computer, it wiped the whole fucking computer.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I wiped one of my. Our school in grade school had like 12 computers. I wiped one of them just by hitting yes enter.
You used to be able to like delete System 32.
I think
was,
that- yeah.
that was the old 4chan prank. Is they would be like, if somebody would go on 4chan and be like, "Hey, could you guys like help me with tech support?" They'd be like, "Yeah, you just got to go into program files and then select System 32 and delete it," and fucking wipes your computer.
Fuck, dude. I gotta run DLL thing on my computer right now. I don't know what it is. Someone might be in my computer right now.
Somebody's
I think I got
probably
Trojan
in your
horse.
computer.
That's fine. People can
Probably government.
chill with me if they want.
Yeah.
Government.
All right, when are we going to talk about something that's not computers?
What you want to
Yeah,
talk
I don't know
about?
anything
No, I
about
don't know.
computers.
What kind of shows do your babes watch?
Oh, I have a
curious.
question actually.
Sure,
Yeah.
go ahead.
What type
Bad
of are you into any? No, it wasn't a bad
That's
question.
pretty bad.
Matt, you're being hard on yourself. Now, you and your Brazilian lover, are you into any wild sexual stuff? Do you guys do anything? Do
Fair
you do
question.
anything? I know your
anything.
wife. I'd like to know about this. It's funny to bring a guy on a podcast and be like, "You've got a hot wife. What's your sex life like? Tell us about."
It's like the Byron Allen throw too. So I hear your wife is smoking.
All due
Yeah.
respect, I think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in the bedroom?
What type of
I'm
stuff? Do you
curious.
do any weird stuff? Do you incorporate toys?
No, I mean she has her Hitachi bullshit or whatever, but you know.
Hitachi's nice. Guard dog hit you with the furrowed brow nod.
Yeah, there's viewers here. Could I get a sponsorship?
Yeah, Hitachi.
Hitachis?
Yeah.
True. That'd be a good. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sponsor thing. Be like, yeah, my wife likes them.
Yeah.
I-
Can you not please your wife? Me too. Get
Yeah.
the fucking Hitachi.
Yeah. Does she leave it out after a couple days when you're? That's what my wife does.
She'll leave it out
Really?
on.
She did that recently. Yeah, just left it on the dresser or something.
And
She
he
hit her-
said,
she
Get
hit-
this crap out
What
of
the
here.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. I didn't marry no damn slut.
So as an Italian,
You better go to confessions.
as an Italian, do you and I always wondered if it's true. Do you change shirts when you're about to beat your wife? Do you put on a different shirt, or do you keep? The
Do you have
same-
sex in a wife beater?
Yeah.
It's like handed down from my it's like a family
Great
heirloom.
statutory.
Yeah.
What was the town you're from in Italy?
Repeat.
Repeat.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah, what's that Italian for? Sex?
From a sex in Italy. Yeah.
The great. I was hitting the statutory upstairs, dude. It's fire.
A bunch of guys, my ancestors started the town, and they were like, "What do we name? How do we describe this town?"
Yeah, it's a little reapy.
It's a little reapy.
A little reapy. You come in here.
Reapy.
Isn't there a town named Corleone in Italy or a city?
Yeah, I think so.
And that's where like
in
the
Sicily.
apparently they were like they kind of like had. I think they did dirty work for like the British government or something.
Really?
People of Corleone, yeah.
Oh, he would get along with Spud.
Oh yeah.
You would like.
Oh,
You would like. So the mob. How tied is the mob to the Central Intelligence Agency?
There's pretty like I think kind of the start of it.
Meyer Lansky. And all that stuff.
The start of it is like the World War II, where like the U.S. when they invaded Sicily, they brought along first they had like the gangsters here to control the ports, the Italian mafia during World War II,
Yeah,
and then
that couldn't have been a great.
Right.
Just a bunch of fucking Racines standing at a port like, ain't no Nazis coming in over here. Let's go home.
Let's go eat lunch. Hey, my mom's making veal.
Speaking of U-boats, let's get a sub.
But it was
Cut out early today. We're gonna cut out early today and go see our mothers.
just like no-show port jobs.
I'm gonna
guarding
go pick up
against
my
the
laundry from
Nazis.
my mom's house.
Damn, the wops at the docks must have fucked people up, dude.
Yeah.
That's another
dude.
Dr. Seuss book.
Flops in the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It must be like, there's one of those Japanese now. Get the son of a bitch. It's
Why are
just
there
wail
so
on
many
these
wops
dudes.
at the docks?
And now
Go
they're
ask
trying
your
to
pop.
cancel Dr. Zeus because
I can't believe it.
They're not
Yeah.
publishing wops at the docks anymore.
True.
Wops at the docks.
I read Dr. Seuss every night.
You do?
Kid loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So fucking. she loves it.
Which one? Do you read just World War
One
II
fish, two
propaganda he
fish.
made?
One fish, two fish. No,
Just read Japanese.
I
Just
read
hold
his.
up
I read his
roll.
underground stuff.
Yeah. All right, so the wops were at the docks.
Yeah, wops were at the docks, and then they go to Sicily, and Mussolini locked up all the mafia people.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Mussolini like cracked down on the mob. So the U.S. they invade Sicily, and they're like, okay, we need locals. So they picked those mob guys. They just took the mob guys out of prison. Like, okay, you're our guide now. Like, you tell us about the terrain, and we'll roll the tanks there. And then they get to a town, and it's like, all right, well, you guys can run this, right? And then now
Yeah.
Sicily's still controlled by the mafia.
Weird. It's almost like there's like some sort of correlation between like amoral gangsters and the people who kind of run the government at the highest level.
That's right.
It's kind of strange.
They're a bunch of gangsters.
Yeah, I think that's pretty.
Yeah,
I think that's 100% common.
I would say yeah.
I'd say common knowledge.
Like these guys rule. And they're like, well, we're doing the same thing. Like nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of Michael Parenti, but he's like my favorite Italian dude. He's like kind of like a leftist guy, but he does. You can watch these YouTube lectures, and he just like starts shouting like the state, they're a bunch of gangsters,
Yeah.
you know. And it's like he gets very worked up, but you know they're passionate, hot-blooded people, so you can kind of understand.
True. Pretty charged up, I would say.
It.
Yeah, we're charged up.
Do you ever get charged up?
Yeah.
Do you ever like? Because I get angry and I'm not Italian. I would imagine if you got angry, you'd be like, "This must be my Italian."
I get mad at myself a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah, I lost my wallet this
That
weekend.
sounds a little Irish.
The wops turn on themselves? I thought that you guys. I
Yeah,
thought you guys
the wops
laughed
are
at
usually
that.
like, "This is somebody else's fault."
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I'm not responsible in any way.
I assumed you guys lacked self-reflection.
Yeah, we do. But I think I've worked. I think I've worked on that. Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
what
my
happens when
dad
you get mad at
used to-
yourself? Do you guys just like jack yourself up against the wall? You're like, hey, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot.
you fucking idiot. Put yourself in the trunk of a car. Deborah, come drive me to the lake.
Deborah, put a rat in my mouth.
Yeah.
So stupid. Put it. Yeah.
You lost your wallet. Did you find it?
No, and I was
Is it a
tracking
Ridge wallet?
No, I wish it was.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a Ridge
I don't
wallet.
trust those. I think those are losable.
Really?
Yeah,
real
they
thin
have
ones?
Have one?
slide right out of your fucking pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
Real thin
okay.
guy. Yeah.
I would
I
imagine.
can't
I
believe it
need-
costs like $85
I
on
need a
Amazon.
thick-
What the
I think
fuck?
85
They're expensive.
Fucking-
Can we should get a chain wallet
You want
sponsor.
a big, thick wallet.
I want a thick fucking
What's wrong
wallet
with a
for
big,
my
thick
ass.
wallet? Yeah, for your ass.
So
I want to, yeah.
Right. See, what's
Thick
wrong
wallet.
with this? Is a good
It's a great
wallet.
wallet.
And
Yeah.
it's like everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
man's
and
wallet.
you're going to notice it if it's not in your pocket.
True.
Maybe I'm not going to fuck with a Ridge wallet.
I personally, I'm afraid I would lose it too often. That's
Yeah,
just
what's
how
the
I
point?
feel.
It's small. Why
It's
do you-
like sleek, you know. But yeah, all you do is when you sit down, you throw your
Yeah,
wallet
you
right
get
here.
to look like a huge dork when you take it out to pay for something.
Yeah.
You know, look at that state of the art wallet I have.
it's so frustrating because
Oh, my card was declined? Fuck. I bought this wallet off a podcast.
Damn you,
Louis
Gomez.
Jacob, yeah, you give me a deal.
Tricked again. Anyway, I'm addicted to Kratom.
Dude, you know there's a strain of kratom named after Louis J. Gomez.
No.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah.
There's someone was telling me they're taking kratom and like, oh, by the way, there is one of the companies called like the Louis J. Gomez strain.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's becoming too powerful.
how funny is
Yeah,
that?
he is.
He's
We're gonna have
becoming
to
too
kill him.
powerful.
I'm on that Louis, dude. I'm on that Louis J. Gomez, dude.
This is too powerful.
I love that like all his sponsors are definitely under federal investigation. You just call Lewis's sponsors and you hear like a tap on the phone. Like, could I get some kratom or
Kratom is genuinely kind of bad for you.
It would be
Yeah.
funny to you kill Lewis like Jimmy Altieri style in Sopranos. You're like, yeah, I got some whores. He's like, where's the whores, doggy? You gotta- oh no!
We should start bashing sponsors and have them do a reverse thing where they pay us to just stop. It's like, just leave
yeah?
us.
We should,
That's
yeah.
smart. Yeah.
Just leave us.
That's really smart.
We really should
Yeah.
get sponsors.
We
we're
should just
fucking
bash
up.
them. Yeah, it's tough, man, because all the sponsors are bad. It's
Yeah,
like
and
if you want
every
to
time.
bet on shit, it's like that's not the best thing for the bros. Do you want to take
That
fucking?
kind of is. Get the bros betting.
They're gonna all lose their money, dude.
And they're all like offshored, so you can't take your money out of like Bet DSI or
True.
whatever the fuck
I
they
always
are.
tried to. Yeah, that happened to me a couple times.
Yeah, man. I just
Yeah, I won like $200 off the Super Bowl in 2020, like so almost 2 years ago. I haven't tried that. You got to convert it to Bitcoin or something, and then
really.
Great.
yeah.
We just got to go
Yeah.
back to
We should start hawking
WAPs.
Yeah.
That was the
Just-
only.
We got to go back.
Bookies.
We had a good system
We had
with
a
the
good system.
WAPs.
We had the WAPs.
We were handling it.
Yeah.
We were taking care
True.
of all your gambling.
But then that was sometimes
And
tough
then-
to get your money.
was it?
He'd be like, "I won that bet." I'd be like, "Did you?"
yeah, I didn't see nothing.
I don't think you won that bet.
Yeah.
Just arguing with the maid guy about it. I guess not. I guess not.
I mean, we should sell protein powder.
One time
or
I was at
weight
the,
gain. Weight gainer would be sick.
Weight
We started
gainer would
selling
be-
weight.
Yeah.
Did you ever take weight gainer?
No.
I used to take it, dude. I took weight gainer when I was lifting heavy in college. I started, dude. It was the most. It's the most. Still to this day, I think it's the most delicious drink.
How heavy were you? Why were you lifting in college?
Was that
I
like
was lifting like crazy in college. I was just getting yoked, dude.
what?
I don't know. I was just
Just to
getting
be yoked?
yoked as fuck. Yeah, I just got as yoked. I didn't know what I was doing with my life.
Yeah.
I was just
Just
getting
one-
as yoked.
that is
as
a
humanly
good thing to
possible.
do when you don't know what to do with your
Just
life.
get yoked?
Just get yoked. Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, it was sick. I was
That
just
is
You
like,
might still feel empty inside, but you'll have a nice neck.
yeah, I would just exactly. That was kind of the state of affairs.
Yeah. Just so sad.
I was, yeah. Let's go.
Everything's meaningless.
I'm fucking sad.
That was. I would say that was my early 20s. I was getting
Yeah.
like I was just like getting jacked and selling weed and like crying every now
Crying,
and again.
getting
Like,
jacked and
I don't know why I'm sad.
When's the last time you cried?
That's a good question. Probably I'll fight with my wife. Yeah. I mean, like, and I hate that shit, but it's just like,
Oh.
He cries. He cries to end the
Did
fight.
you try to win?
no, I didn't cry. She,
You're like, well, I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah. What, so how'd that work?
it was a low blow because we went on vacation. I like booked the hotel and she like hated it and she thought I was like being cheap and it was like no, I did I was trying to
You tell her
express
your
my
money
love
sucks?
for you.
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
first of all, cheap. Your money isn't even real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey
What
dollars.
is that? You try to take them on vacation. You don't. You want
they
to go
get
somewhere
mad if they do everything and then if you do everything, it's not right.
It's not good enough.
But if you do it right, you get what's called vacation pussy,
That's right.
Yeah.
which
yes.
is unbelievable. It's all the stops, dude. If you go out somewhere, you know, when one of these dames fucking ties you down Gulliver
I've had
travel,
vacation, pussy.
you bring them out,
Have
bro.
you ever been to a Motel 6 in Albany? Been
just
there.
when you get off the Bolt bus.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's yeah. But when you plan a trip and they're like they start to complain about it, it
Yeah.
hurts your feelings, man.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we got a house together. She would walk around and be like, I don't know, this house is just narrow, and I'd be like,
No.
And that's the thing, like,
actually very common for the
and that stress kills men, and they don't give a shit. They kill the boyfriends, the husband they supposedly love by just nagging and stressing them all the time.
Yeah.
So women
Did you ever
are
point out when
they
they're
are
nagging?
demons.
You ever
what?
point-
Yeah, hold on. It's truly demonic possession is what I went through 2 nights ago.
What happened?
Yeah, she had a night terror.
Oh,
She sleepwalks sometimes. So dude, it was actually scary. I
Yeah.
woke up and she was standing in the room in the dark, naked.
What'd you do?
Standing there. I was like, hey. No,
Start spinning her head around backwards
I
and
was so
throwing
mad.
up.
I was like, what are you doing? I was so scared. And then I slept on the couch and I was afraid,
Afraid of
of
your
her
wife.
walking out.
Or your girlfriend.
Yeah, I was afraid of her entering the living room at night. It would have terrified me.
yeah, dude.
Because she's not coherent. You'll
Yeah.
be like, what are you doing? She's like,
Yeah, you're
Dude,
like
at midnight, the
like,
witching
yeah.
hour, it doesn't take much to get
Yeah.
me scared.
just like the sweetest girl, and then like at midnight she's like, oh, I heard your mother sucks cocks in
yeah,
hell.
yeah, dude. She hit me. We were sleeping. She did what I said I did. I was asleep. She was like, And I was like, stop it.
It's already fucking hot.
It's crazy. It would be. I might set up a camera.
Dude, you should do paranormal
it'd be paranormal activity, except it's just a lady losing her mind, occasionally hitting me, and then me reacting.
Stop.
She just yanks the covers off too, because she gets mad that I'm mad, because she's waking up to somebody yelling at them. Yeah. So she's also waking up to me being like, go to sleep now. She's like, fuck you. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, they will crush you.
Yeah.
The nagging, you have to point it out. Be like, what you're doing is wrong now.
Right.
Where did you go and what kind of hotel was it?
It was like, we went to Mexico, Monterey. It was like, beautiful. And because we'd gone there before and we stayed at a different hotel I really liked, but I was like, hey, we're on vacation. Let's try a new hotel. You want to try new things? Yeah. And it's like, no, wrong. Like she liked the one.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with the thing she likes, because otherwise. But
if you had gone there, it'd be like, I've already been here before.
Yeah.
But then,
they're
now
like
you're
dogs
getting
in
crushed.
that way. They like the routine.
They are dogs. They're dog brains. That's been a long held thing on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
we cracked the code. If you leave the house, they tear it up.
Billy,
they're like, he's never coming back. They immediately go through the trash, start eating.
Billy has a good theory that they're forever locked. They're 8th grade. They're just locked in 8th grade forever.
Yeah, it's when puberty hits, they get locked.
Yeah, they lock up. It's like in his Dark Materials. They get their daemon. Their daemon chooses them at like a certain time, and that's it for life.
It's so frustrating too, because when you're a guy, you can like stay anywhere. You stay in like a $6 a night hotel and enjoy it and have a good time. Make the most of it.
Yeah.
You use the shitty little computer on the, go on the internet or whatever it is.
You know what I posted on Twitter? That room that Kanye is staring in to record the album, that is actually the ideal male living space. Like if I didn't have a woman to impress or wasn't trying to get pussy, I would just live in like that. Like basically bed, closet, I don't know, some weights, maybe some books, a window. You're good.
Yeah.
Prison.
Yeah, prison. It's perfect.
Hey,
and
we should go to prison.
And prison.
The four of us.
I would make an excellent prisoner.
Prison would be good if there was no rape.
Yeah.
If everybody
Could we stuck together? If all of us, if guys like us stuck together,
consensual gay sex,
played basketball.
I'm just saying, if
basketball. 2-on-2. We can get together in a tournament.
Yeah, dude.
It'd be fun.
You might get beaten though, because of who's in prison.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're saying because the
No,
African
I know my friend went to jail. He said there's a lot of guys stink in jail.
Really?
He was a decent basketball player. He was like, a lot of the guys stink. They're hacking you.
Really?
He's like, they stink.
They probably
dude.
foul the shit out.
Yeah, they're not. He was like, these are not where. He's like, every now and again you'll hear a guy who's like could have been D1, but he's like, when I was there, it's just these guys.
I'd like to have Sean.
Do you think that the CIA is doing all the prison rape to stop guys from going there? Because if it wasn't for the rape, guys would just go to prison.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
That would be a nice state-funded. Yeah, it'd be guy heaven. It'd be guys working out and having fun together. And if you got TVs in there, you could all laugh at things together.
But they don't have weights in prison anymore, right?
They better not.
Do Callies, dude. We'll be in there doing Callies.
Yeah.
Just do jumping jacks till you're dead.
I love
you guys like Wes Watson?
Yeah, we watched.
Yeah. I watched one of your pods.
That's what I'm saying.
He's great.
If we all went to jail, just guys like us would have to look out for each other. And we'd make a fucking club.
We're in a racial.
We'd make a club.
It would be the Goodfellas.
We should all go commit
scene.
a crime. Let's all go commit a crime right
Just
now.
rape Sean.
What crime would you do if you had? If you,
They got
got
Do like an armed robbery.
Oh yeah,
not you. Sorry.
The four of us should go do it. We should go armed robbery. Do an armed robbery at Best Buy.
At the stand. We could just go upstairs right now.
Oh yeah.
we could go get 200.
Say, give us your money.
They're not going to do anything.
Yes, if you had to do a crime, if the life became so unbearable that you needed to go to jail.
They're Italian. They were like, do you know whose money you're taking right now? Yours.
You know who you're robbing?
What
I
crime?
wonder how
would you
many
do?
times people have been shot doing that.
What?
Like just a guy trying to be tough, like while he's getting robbed. Like you have no idea who you're messing with right now, and somebody's like, "I'm retarded."
There's like a.
You don't know who's holding this gun.
There's a surveillance video of some guy clocks. I forget if it's like a Mexican mafia or MS-13 or something. It's just like a store surveillance video. He just like poof. Like they're clearly arguing. He just slocked him. Guy takes out a gun, blows his head off, and they all just walk away. So
Damn.
The guy
yeah.
who was getting robbed shot the robber.
Or no, they were arguing, and this guy like takes a swing and hits him like right in the mouth and like knocks him back, and he just boom.
Yeah. My dad claims to know a guy who got robbed. He had a bar in Chester, Pennsylvania. It's a rough town. And he got robbed a lot of times. It was like, I think his third time he got robbed. He's like, no more. He kept a gun under the bar where he was at. And they were like, they was getting robbed again. And he took the money, and my dad claims He went like that and tossed it up in the air to the guy. And when the guy reached up to check it, he grabbed the gun and just went pow and just fucking shot him.
Yeah.
So it's an old trick. If you're getting mugged, just toss your wallet up in the air and they go to catch it. Just
then get your ass beat.
Haymaker them. It's always like little kids mugging you.
Yeah.
What if they shoot you though? Because when you throw.
But then
the
they got it. They're gonna miss the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So then you throw the wallet up, and if they're not looking at the wallet, you.
What if
your sudden movement makes them think you have a gun and they just shoot you right away?
Yeah. That could happen. Yeah. But a lot of people have you ever had a gun on you?
No.
You can look at them. If they look nervous, then you can control the situation.
Right.
But a nervous guy might fucking buck on you.
The Denzel move.
But
definitely like, hey, I've never tried this before. Let's see if I can do it right now.
Yeah, if someone's pulling a gun, be like, you don't have the balls to do it.
The second time.
Yeah, I do.
First time I froze. The second time a gun was on me, I was like looking at the guy. I was reading the room. I didn't do anything crazy because I was sitting down on the floor and the guy was standing up.
Were you playing video games?
No, I was counting money. I was counting like $15,000.
You sitting Indian style playing Madden?
I wish.
Somebody walked in with a gun.
I had like all this money and I'm like on the floor and all of a sudden I look up.
He's doing
and I'm
circle time.
Fuck. But I did have a couple G's behind me. Is that all? And I was like, yeah, I don't have any more. Get the fuck out. I remember being like, sweet. Sweet. I lost like bucks. Yeah, it was like $15,000.
Going to Dave and Buster's.
Where were you?
I was in an apartment selling someone like a couple pounds of weed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and collecting money he owed me, and then some guy in a ski mask came in and took it all.
Do you ever have legal troubles because of weed dealing? Like Wes Watson?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Nice.
No.
Professional.
I knocked it off, dude. I
That's
stopped
right.
the nonsense.
Got out the game.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking got out of it.
You guys ever do any cool illegal things?
Yeah.
Not really.
No. Really?
I don't do anything illegal.
I hope my whole younger period, I was a pretty illegal dude for a while.
That's cool. I'm more of I respect this country, you know? I hate that type of
I'm like the guy at the docks just waiting for the higher ups to tap me and be like, yo.
Did you think they were going to call upon you?
No, I don't think so, no.
Were they like, we like how you handling things?
We're like, we seen you move a quarter pound of mushrooms and we're impressed.
Just get like subcontracted by the CIA to like work with the fucking Mujahideen after being like a small time dime bag weed dealer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, we saw you moving ace outside the 7-Eleven. We've been watching you, bro. We see you get robbed constantly in West Philadelphia.
Yeah, so on the application, they're going to ask your race, but you don't have to check that. I mean, you know, we're trying to get more diversity, but
Did you guys see that White House video they put out of that gay dude?
Yeah, you were talking about that.
Yeah.
Is that real?
I guess he's like some influencer.
Yeah.
Or I didn't watch all of it.
I watched it.
It was bad.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave hope to all the alt comedians.
The alt comedians have the most hope.
Yeah.
I don't
Really?
understand the confusion.
They
The alt
bomb. Every
comedians,
time I see them, they
yeah, they
bomb.
bomb constantly. But the alt comedians are on every TV show
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah.
and every commercial and every movie.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Right.
They're all the alt
Hey,
comics.
look at the system they're serving, though, dude. They're serving the patriarchy.
That's right.
Yeah, they
Well,
serve the patriarchy.
It's 4 corporations control 90% of the media. And it's like, they go along with the vaccine passports and everything else. That's part of being an alt comic. It's like, hey, everybody,
dude.
Yeah.
you know, I think, you should just die if you don't get the vaccine. And the government should
That's
come kill
another
you.
thing. People seem really
Thing was really
delighted when
bad.
people die
Oh, yeah,
and they're
yeah.
not vaccinated.
They love it, yeah.
These same people that are like, get them out of cages, no borders. And they're like, this piece of shit died like a fucking dumb idiot. It's like,
Whoa, dude. Yeah.
yeah. I saw it last night. Somebody was making fun of people that died not getting vaccinated, and the whole crowd laughed and clapped.
Really?
They didn't laugh, they clapped.
Even worse.
Yeah, of course.
Laughing's one thing. That's
The
kinda
seller's
funny.
all vaccinated now.
I
So you
know,
go, the
dude.
communist seller. That's what I call it.
Well, it skews the audience, too.
The whole audience is vaccinated. So you go in and they're all like,
The man when they get the approval, I think the FDA approval, they're like, we're rolling out mandatory vax.
Yeah.
Like it's only a matter of time.
I don't think they will.
Dude,
I don't think they can do it, dude.
I didn't think they would.
Mandatory vaxes?
Dude, I think it's coming. Or it'll just be one of those things where it's like, well, you don't have to, but if you don't have to, you can't work, can't fly in a
You're
plane,
right.
can't drive.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like that's how all censorship works in the United States. Is like, people say, it's only the First Amendment if the government censors you. They outsource all of it. They they ban you from Twitter or YouTube, or like if you say some shit and you have a day job and they find you, they fire you from your day job.
Yep.
And that's exactly how the vax is going to work. Where it's like, okay, like Walmart announced, you got to have the vax to work at Walmart. There's no union at Walmart. They just fucking fire you if you don't get the vax, and that's how they enforce these things.
Yeah, I'm already looking at land. I'm looking at land, dude. I think
Yeah?
6-7 years. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Where are you going?
I'm not gonna go off the grid, but I'm gonna get some land.
Like the
That'd be
suburbs?
Nah, a little further out there. I'm gonna
In
get some
between
couple
the
acres.
grid and suburbs?
Yeah, kind of like have my cell phone work, but I'll if I need to grow food,
Yeah.
I'll be doing it. And I kind of just want to get out of the city anyway. It just stinks, dude.
Yeah, cities suck.
Yeah,
You should
fucking
go to the
blows.
suburbs first.
Yeah.
Well, you grew up in the...
Kind of grew up in a more rural area that got
Yeah.
it got turned into kind of like
Yeah,
we didn't have like sidewalks, but I'm starting to talking to a couple of the bros.
Yeah.
I might just become like a Orthodox bro. Just me and my bros just got kind of like an Amish thing, but not as like weird and kind of incestuous.
It'll get there.
You don't think so,
trying to do?
dude?
That's how it starts.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, let us.
Anytime you shift into a compound, after
I
like
grew up on a compound, dude.
after like 1 or 2 generations, you're talking weird.
I don't know. We're doing good. I'm first generation compound. I want to start like a bigger, better compound. A couple
Yeah,
more
see,
people.
this is how I said. After a couple generations,
be
first
good.
generation was compound. Next generation will be like,
Yeah, because you want to raise your kid in like a rural. You don't want you don't want a city kid. I'm worried about having a city kid.
Dude, Philadelphia school district's like, well, if your kids aren't vaccinated, they can't come. It's like, dude, your school district's an embarrassment, dude.
yeah,
I would work with kids in charter schools, and they'd be like, yeah, I'm in like 7th grade, but when I took a test to get into the school, they said I was at like a 5th grade reading level. And it's like, dude, that's fucking pitiful.
yeah,
So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
yeah. Think you're
Philadelphia
gonna live
hit
off
that-
the land?
Not fully, but I'm going to have like, I do want to have some area to I can at least grow like potatoes for the year.
Yeah,
I think have a couple fucking little cows or something, dude.
Just like Thomas Jefferson with your black wife out there.
Dude. I'm slightly Jeffersonian, I would
Yeah,
say,
for sure.
in terms of his philosophy.
yeah. I think I've said it on here. You know, he kept a bunch of his kids as slaves.
Nice.
He chose a couple, and
Yeah,
and
he
then
kept.
he emancipated a
He
few.
emancipated like 2 and kept
Yeah,
like 9.
Dad's favorites, dude.
Yeah.
You're fucking dad's favorite. He's
You
like,
just-
"What?"
You figure out which kids can cook, and then you're like, yeah, you're staying a slave.
Perhaps. Maybe he just had a bond, unshakable bond with a couple of them. We don't know. You weren't there.
Yeah,
You don't know
who
what's in the
knows?
man's heart.
Who knows? I know if I have kids, I'd like to keep them as slaves.
You think you would fucking?
Certainly.
Yeah.
What?
I'd say you're gonna work.
Yeah, I had to
for
do a lot.
me
I had a
for
lot of
free
jobs I
your
had to
whole
do.
life.
Yeah, I had a lot of jobs I had to do.
Yeah,
growing
you're
up.
basically
Yeah.
a slave.
Family-owned business, dude. Get up, work on Saturdays. Maybe I'll get paid.
They pay you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd hook me up. My dad hooked me up with some 50s.
Nice.
It's actually like the most money I ever made.
Yeah.
Working
Really?
for my
I
dad,
had to
yeah.
help my 2 uncles. They're my mom's brothers, but my uncle got a shed. I had to help them build it, and I didn't get paid. I'm still kind of like salty about
What?
it. When
Yeah,
I was
it's
like 14.
insane.
How old were
Yeah.
you? 14? Yeah,
Like
that's-
14,
They should have paid you.
They should have
Yeah.
gave you $10.
Something.
Yeah.
20, yeah.
My going
2001
rate in high school, I would get like
probably.
hit with I'd get with like $60.
And that's a lot. That was a lot of money.
High school, oh yeah. I was
Yeah.
working. I skipped graduation practice because I was working for an electrician. I would get $60 a day and be like,
Nice. Yeah.
Damn.
"Let's go."
Beautiful.
This is kind of unrelated, but like I was thinking this recently, like the best case scenario about like talking about like 9/11 truth and all this conspiracy shit is like just somebody from the CIA is like, all right, here's $100,000. Never mention 9/11 again.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, hell yes, dude.
Oh yeah.
The worst case is they fucking kill you and your dog and your 2 kids. But the best
like
case,
that guy.
yeah, it was just like
I would think they warn you though before.
I would like, yeah, it's
I'd
like,
like
hey,
to
give me
think.
the
They
warning.
seem to get,
like,
they seem to be
I'll
getting
bet-
pretty brazen right now, though.
Yeah.
They're getting away with, you know.
Dude, did you see this one?
No, what
there was
happened?
Yeah. Well, I only just heard about this. There was a guy called Philip Marshall. I think I'm getting his name right. I posted this on Twitter.
Yeah.
But he wrote like, so he was involved with Barry Seal, the American-made Tom Cruise movie. Barry Seal was like a cocaine trafficker who worked for the CIA,
Yeah.
and they were running the cocaine to Nicaragua and Contras and running weapons and using that to pay for the covert war and all that. So Barry Seal, this was a pilot who worked with Barry Seal, and then after 9/11, he wrote 2 9/11 truth books, or 9/11 was an inside job. Cheney and the Saudis, they all did it, and apparently he was working on a third one. But in 2013, after his second book, his dog at his home, his dog, his 2 teenage children, and he is shot to death. And the sheriffs in California say this is a murder-suicide. He shot both his kids, he shot his dog, he shot himself. And like, first off, that's like already shady that this like CIA pilot did all that shit after writing 9/11 truth books.
Yeah.
But then like I was reading, apparently the scene was, or what the detectives claimed was, the 2 kids that were both asleep when they were shot, but they were on like an L-shaped bed so that one of them would have woken up
Yeah.
if you shot one of them. And then the detectives just like said, no comment. We're not
Yeah, they're
answering.
both asleep and
Yeah.
shot.
Why are they sharing a
didn't wake
bed?
up.
Why are two teenage kids sharing?
Well,
think
when
it
you
was
read
a
about 9/11
L-shaped.
truth, you don't have a lot of money.
Right,
Was it a
right,
bed?
right.
For some reason, I thought it was an L-shaped couch, and they were
Yeah,
shot like in the
I
living
don't know the
room.
exact details.
But
That
why
sounds
would
right
they
though.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were both
Yeah.
asleep when.
So that would imply that there were two shooters, maybe.
Yeah,
Right,
or a very heavy sleeping daughter.
Right.
Or
Right,
Maverick
yeah.
just fucking two
Yeah,
guns.
we talked about Laura Crofting.
Yeah.
True.
Max Payne.
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
Little
yeah.
Max Payne. Died
Yeah,
in
he did
room.
the Max Payne bullet time on his children.
And the dog.
Right.
And he caught the dog. He's like, "You're not fucking telling anybody this. The CIA is going to train you how to talk."
Was it you who said like if you wanted to like kill your children, what you should do is just like write a 9/11 truth book?
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
like, yeah, I was murdered. The CIA
start-
don't believe this.
You're like, I want to kill my kids. All right, I'm going to start with the 9/11 truth book.
yeah,
And then you kill
Yeah.
your kids and you go, the CIA did it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the
and
CIA is like, oh, how dare you? They just,
Like, we
they're
read your
so
book and it wasn't
insulted
even that good.
that you set them up for a murder they didn't commit.
There's some other God, I'm spacing on his name, but there is some guy who's hiding out in fucking Argentina or one of these South American countries who claims he has footage of like vaults underneath the World Trade Center.
Yeah, they're there.
Yeah.
The
that-
gold they move. Yeah.
Right, and he says like he has footage of like
Trucks?
shipping missing from them, basically. Like he went in there, and then he's accused of murdering his wife, so he had to lam it. That's why he's in South America right now. But it's just one of those things where it's like, did you murder your wife? Are you being set
Yeah.
up? Is both
Yeah.
true? Like that'd be kind of funny if it was like true, but also he murdered
Yeah.
his wife. you
Ultimate
know?
defense plan. Dude. You murdered your wife. And you're
Yeah,
like, I've seen the gold.
Yeah, I've got these tapes. Like I can kill my wife now.
I don't know if this is a credible source, but I had this moving job like a long time ago, and these like
Yes,
different guys
not.
are like talking.
Let me stop you there.
Right. I know. But one of the guys is like, I heard the night before 9/11 there was like mad trucks leaving the World Trade Center.
Oh yeah.
So just take that for what it is. For what
I've talked about this, I think, a long time ago. It's one of my most shameful, dumb moments.
Yeah.
You ever like hear something and then you just keep it in your brain that's just so
yeah,
fucking dumb, and until you repeat it, you don't even think about it.
to other people.
So yeah, I was in college and we were talking about 9/11. It was right when Loose Change came out. And I was
Yeah.
like, bro, my uncle worked at the towers, and dudes were getting taken off helicopters off the roof, like right before it happened. And they were
a
like,
kid said
"That's
that?
just not." I said that.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I don't remember where I got it.
You just made it up.
And they were. This
so
kid
good.
immediately was like, "That's very stupid." Like he just, without even like considering what I said, he was like, "You know that's not true, right?"
How dare he,
I
dude?
was like, "Well, now that I said it, yeah, I guess I was wrong."
What?
Yeah, it was something about like CEOs or something got out of there before it happened. It was something.
Did your
that
uncle was your
so
uncle down
dumb.
at the WTC?
Yeah. He's not an uncle. He's a family friend, but he's basically.
so
an uncle.
he told you that?
No, he did not tell me that.
So
I
you-
don't know where I got this information.
Oh.
It was,
That
one of
was-
those. There was stories like I was in fucking
Yeah,
eighth
yeah,
grade.
Yeah,
there were
yeah.
9/11 stories where like a kid would show up to the World Trade Center the day before and be like,
Yeah.
"Don't come here tomorrow."
Yeah, or the top floor was totally empty. and
Yeah.
they took a lease out like the month before and emptied it out.
Yeah. But I remember that was one of those times I said something
That hurt
like that,
you.
and somebody was just like, "No, like, what you're saying is dumb." And I was like, because then I remember setting it up, being like, "Yo, you want to hear something fucked up?"
I remember I told a friend on original Pokemon, I got all 150 Pokemon, and then my game died, and I didn't save it. It's just like
That was the
just
out-of-town-
complete bullshit.
Out of town girlfriend,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Brazilian
good one.
wife.
Yeah, Brazilian. Yeah. She lives in Canada.
You should see her. She's beautiful.
Yes.
She's in Brazil.
Yeah.
They're on to me.
Yes.
Play it cool, Sean. Blah. Oh fuck! They know.
Uh-huh.
Where are we at? It's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
wow.
too long.
Yeah.
Guys, plug what you got real good.
Yeah.
What do you got? You got a podcast?
Yeah, Grubstakers podcast. We do podcasts about billionaires. I'm on Twitter at Sean. Grubstakers is on SoundCloud, Patreon. I'm on Twitter at Sean McCarthy.com.
Follow
And-
Sean on Twitter.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
And
very funny.
I'm doing stand-up in Portland Thursday, September 16, and Seattle September 17, 18. So if you're in there, just I'll post it on the Twitter.
Very good comedian too.
Thank you,
yeah.
buddy.
You can follow me on Instagram, Recine.Mike, and Twitter at Mike Recine. I'll be in Worcester, Massachusetts
Nice.
at the Woo Ha
Ooh,
Ha.
ha, ha.
Yeah, September 17th and 18th. So,
Sick.
yeah, I'll post a link for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mike's one of my favorite comedians to watch. It's
Oh,
very
yeah.
fun. It's so fun.
Oh, he's so funny.
I am at Zany's in Nashville this weekend. the 12th, 13th, and 14th. Then 19th, 20th, 21st, I'll be at Stress Factory in New Jersey. That's where I'm at the next 2 weeks. Come to that. I think I've been there enough. I think I might just bring friends and do almost like a showcase. I don't know.
That's a good move.
Get the guard dog some time.
Ooh.
Maybe a pretty lady will give you a smooch on your penis at the Stress Factory.
He's got it turning around, dude.
You got to turn your life around, Sean. You've been doing fucking having sex.
September 22nd, dude.
They're not going to watch the Patreon, don't worry. Or the podcast. You're fine.
Yeah, they won't see it. Dude, September 22nd.
They'll never see it. Actually, although some of your family members might be watching.
Excuse me?
Part of it.
September 22nd. Helium.
Oh, yeah. September 22nd, Helium.
You think someone who would be watching? No, I don't think anyone's watching.
I don't know if any members of Sean's family watch my content. Who knows?
Dude, he's about to jump the table on you.
I wish he would. I'd suck him off right here. All right. That should do it.
Yeah.
The Wild Wild West.
We're live here with Marcus King. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Thank you for doing this.
Dude, thanks
Very
for having
pumped.
me. Yeah.
I was texting you the other day. I was listening to your first album. Shred so fucking hard, dude.
There's some wild stuff on that first record.
It's pretty tight, dude.
Thanks.
Well, I was wondering this too. By the way, if you don't know who Marcus King is, he's obviously rock god. What's your go-to? What would they say? Like, is it rock, blues? What's your? Are you confined to one genre?
Man, I never have. I just like a lot of different kinds of music.
Yeah.
If I'm in the airport, I usually just pick one and tell people that I play rock and roll or country or whatever I'm in the mood for that day.
Well, you fucking shred, dude. I was walking my dogs. I was a little drunk. We had like a kids party, so
yeah.
I got a little too turned up at it. But I was recovering. I was walking. By the way, too, this is a aside. They sell weed seltzers now here in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, you just go to the liquor store, and there's just. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, this can't be real. It's real.
How
I spiked a cooler with a bunch of those weed seltzers.
how strong are they?
They're like 5 milligrams, 10. Some of them are 10, which I think is dastardly. You can't be dropping 10 milligrams of an edible. Just like, because that's one of those things anyone will pick it up and they see a label. They're like, this is legit.
Right.
So I just put like 8 of them in there being like, if that's your thing. But then like I was talking to my one friend. He goes, I didn't even know this is a weed seltzer. He's drinking it. I'm like, oh, shit, that's my bad, brother. He's like, I don't
That'll
care.
get you.
It will. But yeah, so I was walking at a nice little walk at nighttime and I was listening to your first album. I'm like, dude, you fucking shred. I'm not just slobbing your knob. I'm like,
Dude, you fucking shred.
Dude, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to shred. I'm a baby shredling, dude. But you can I was listening and it's like, if you're country, if you're blues, like you said, you kind of just bounce around. Because I do feel like you can get kind of stuck, and I heard you talking about this on the other podcast, getting stuck in that pentatonic. I mean, sorry, we're going deep on musical theory.
Yep.
But you can get stuck in that one sound. And when I was listening to your first album especially, I was just like, dude, you really can, dance around and like jump out of stuff. And it was cool. It was really like, it was fresh the whole time. It was tight.
Man, I appreciate that, dude. I mean, I just try to, with the guitar, just try to express what I'm feeling in here. And I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, so just play the guitar.
That's awesome.
That seemed to do it.
When did you start playing?
I was probably like 3 or 4 years old.
What?
Yep. I was like a latchkey kid, and I'd spend a lot of times just at the house alone with records and my guitar, playing guitar.
When you were like 3 though, how did you play?
I had a little bitty.
Could you shred?
Les Paul. My dad taught me like Louie by the Kingsmen, and I just kind of went on from there.
Damn, that's fucking awesome. Yeah, I feel bad because I played in high school a lot, and there is something to like when you play when you're a kid. You're never gonna have that much time again. Like I would sit there for hours and just play, and if I talk to adults who are like, I want to start playing. It's like you're never gonna have unless you can just take all day off or get unemployed.
Well, I mean, my family all played too, so I always thought about it like a bilingual family. Mm-hmm. Like you grow up learning Spanish, and it's just kind of second nature to you. Yeah, because your folks speak it in the household. But that's how guitar was for me. I just kind of picked it up because my grandfather and my dad and my uncles all played.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So were they traveling musicians?
So they're what we call weekend warriors. Okay. My grandfather was like career service in the Air Force and just played honky tonks every weekend. Mm-hmm. And my dad still is a touring musician. He's 71 now.
Damn, really? Uh-huh. So what was that like when your dad was on? Because I worry about that. I'm always on tour. I'm on tour a lot, so I'm like, do my kids? Does this bother them? I can't tell. They're so young. I'm like, I hope it doesn't bother them.
Right.
Did it bother you?
Well, I mean, my dad, when my parents got divorced when I was like 4, he kind of dropped everything and got a straight job, became a contractor.
Really?
You know, and looking back on it now, I could tell that he just fucking hated that. So around the time I was like 11, I was playing good enough where he was like, I'll just bring you with me, shit,
Really?
My sister would stay back at home with my grandparents, and I'd go out with him.
Oh, really?
So I started playing bars and, music venues when I was like 11.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, they'd be like, man, that little girl you got up there sounds great. I still get misgendered online.
Do you really?
Yeah, dude. People on the Instagram comments are always asking if I'm like a transgender, which, I mean, nothing wrong with that, but I'm not.
Yeah,
but
for sure. I mean, if you're not, you could say, you could plainly state, like, yeah, I don't, don't do that.
Since I was like 11 years old, though, man, yeah.
Really?
Like, that little girl is rocking.
Your dad's like, shut up, dude. Just go with it. It's just fucking great.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool, though. So you were literally just, how did that happen? You were just shredding for your pa, and he was like, let's get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck contracting. Let's go play music.
Right. I mean, yeah, we're going, like, we would tour just like everywhere we could to get me back in time to go to school the next day. And I always kind of looked at it like, the tribe goes out and hunts.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you become a certain age, you just go out with the men and hunt.
Fuck, dude.
That's what it kind of felt like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of like stuff were you seeing? Like, was it like wild, or was it kind of like pretty chill and tame?
It was fucking crazy, especially like by the time I got to be like 13, I started booking my own gigs outside of my dad's band. So I was like 13 and 14 is when I got my learner's permit, and I had to have a licensed driver in the car. So I had like my two,
But you got your permit at. Oh, wait. When can you drive?
So I'm from South Carolina. So in South Carolina, I got like a working permit because I was able to work at that age.
Gotcha.
So I got that, which was like super restricted, and I could drive with a licensed driver in the car, and it was like an extended, learner's permit kind of thing. So I had a bass player who was 18. My drummer was like 35 with kids. And I had like grown men, and I had like a fake email. I would book us, have us working like 4 or 5 nights a week. And I'd end up in like Asheville, North Carolina, and this like crazy old bartender lady was just like trying to, teach me about being a man, and just like all these crazy stories.
She was trying to usher you into.
Trying to usher me into adulthood. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Some wild stories out there. Yeah.
How'd you feel about that at 13? I mean, Florida, I'm guessing.
It was pretty exhilarating. Yeah.
So you were. I guess. I mean, did you look younger? Because you were just a boy.
Yeah, I'm just a
pup.
pup.
You had your permit, so
I did have my. I was driving my '94 Pontiac Transport minivan, and I had my rig, the PA. I had my bass player's rig. It was a good deal for him, and I found out like later, like we would go work in Asheville, North Carolina twice a week. We'd go up on Monday. I'd play a gig, and unbeknownst to me, he was like moving some serious weight. And I didn't realize it. He was just like filling his gig bag with like a QP every time we go up. We'd come back down to Greenville. I think the statute of limitations were good now, but he'd come back and then move it, and then we'd go back up and play a different gig Thursday.
Oh, that's so funny.
And he'd pay the guy. But we used to work this club called the Hole in the Wall. It was spelled Hole in the Wall.
Yeah.
And like a couple people got stabbed, and they maintained, their liquor license, and then somebody got shot and killed. That's when they closed down finally.
Really?
But I was like all of 14 years old in there working, and
just driving quaps around, no idea. You had the QP on you.
Yeah, dude.
Just like on your learner's permit.
Sketchy as hell. I don't know how I got out of some of the situations I was in, but
yeah.
So
did you ever have a job then, or you just did the music stuff?
When I was 16, I had a job at Mellow Mushroom.
I actually like that place a lot.
Mellow Mushroom's pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good. I got fired twice from that same job. But the manager was a buddy of mine, and just
pretty mellow about it.
He was pretty
chill. He was chill. So they fired. You got the fire rehire.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what did you get fired? Was it him who fired you? Or like the hires up fired you, and then you kind of had you were able to come back?
So I was working back of the house. I was a dishwasher, and then I got fired just for being kind of a slacker.
Yeah.
And then I came back and I was front of house, and I was trying to like quasi-unionize the hosts because we did everything. We bust the tables, you know, we took drink orders, and, you know, we didn't get tipped out at the end of the day. And I think, you know, I was being a little bit too,
I see what you're saying. You wanted it on the waiter's tips.
Yeah. I was like, what's going on with this? You know, like, we work our asses off. And
let us get some of that back end. Some restaurants do that, though. I've worked in restaurants where as a busboy, you'd get a little bit of the waitress's tips.
Yeah.
And it was it was a pittance, dude. They were making probably like $400 a night, and they'd slide you like $40. You'd be like, sweet.
Yeah, the money got funny.
I got the bartender's tips. There was a bartender named Matt. I worked in a restaurant. There's a bartender named Matt, so they gave me the wrong envelope, and I was just like, I would get like $40 as a busboy, and I had like $400 in an envelope, and I was just like, fuck yeah. Like, we gave you the wrong envelope. I was like, no, you didn't.
I don't think you did.
I was like, I don't think you did. And they're like, no, we did. I'm like, nope, said Matt on it. Like, how much was in it? I'm like, I don't even remember.
You gotta have a little bit of hustle about you.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, if someone hands you an envelope of cash, now I would have I'd return it to the rightful owner. But back then, I was a bit of a dog. I'd be like, nah, that's mine. I'm taking that.
Right.
So you started as a kid. That's crazy. I didn't know you could even start. I guess you can't do it anymore. Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know really how I worked around that, but I was really, you know, I knew what I wanted to do from a young age, so I had that going for me. I had a lot of gumption.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Was there any like nightmares? Or I mean, I'm sure there were just like absolute nightmare gigs or like any meltdown. Have you ever freaked out on stage and melted down?
Well, I played a cruise one time. We used to work the cruise circuit a little bit, like blues cruises and shit. And like this particular blues cruise, I mean, I had gone off one morning and was trying to find some drugs. And like the first like t-shirt vendor guy I came to, this was in like one of the little port cities in Mexico. And I was like, you know where I can find a little, you know, weed? And he's like, I think you want something a little stronger. And like, I was like, how'd you know? How'd you fucking know? And I got in the van with him, and he took me out in the middle of nowhere. And they gave me some good coke, but they robbed me blind, and like took me to an ATM and strongly suggested I pull out some more money for the driver.
Oh, I see. So they did sell you the coke.
Yeah,
and they were
but
like,
they did half of it with me.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of a smooth grift.
Yeah, you can't be too mad. Like, what we sold. So they basically were like, it'll be this amount. Took you to the ATM, be like, withdraw funds.
Yeah,
and sent you on your way with half of it. It
was kind of like, are you not going to tip my mom for all the tequila you drank?
Yeah.
Are you not going to tip the driver?
They
and I
just
was
juiced
like,
you
man,
out.
you just took all my money. I don't have. They're like, well, there's an ATM right here, man. You should get. So it was a smooth grift. I respect the hustle, but they didn't kill me, which is nice.
Yeah, that's sweet.
But I got back on the boat, and I had a real bad drinking problem. Mm-hmm. And you know, on those cruise ships, it was international water, so a lot of people would kind of turn the other way. I was 18 and 19.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of like we're out in the middle of the ocean. This kid can drink, you know.
Dude, I got served on a cruise at like 14.
Right.
I was with my friend's family, went on a cruise, and we were just ordering beer, and they were like, whatever.
Yeah.
They didn't care at all.
They didn't give a shit because it's just all the, like, for the most part, like on the Norwegian boats, it was all like Indonesian workers.
Yeah.
I noticed. And, yeah, they would serve me, but I had a meltdown on that cruise.
On a blues cruise?
Like, on a blues cruise, way too drunk, and just like had a full cup, like the size of this coffee cup of just whiskey, neat, and just dropped it, and it spilled all over the fucking stage. And I got pissed off, started throwing furniture around.
Damn.
In the lounge.
What happened? Did you get fired from the blues cruise?
No.
They were like, whatever.
They asked us back the next year.
It's kind of tight. If I was at a blues cruise and the dude just melted down on stage, I'd be like, this fucking rules.
Yeah. I mean, it was the most punk rock thing happening on that boat.
Did you still play, or did you not play that night?
That was after the gig.
Oh, really?
I always managed to get through the show.
Yeah.
You know, that's when the last time I I quit drinking, and I've quit drinking many times, but the last time was because I was still able to get the shows done. And as long as I was getting the shows done, like, nobody was really too concerned about me.
Yeah.
And that's no good, because I can always get the work done,
Really?
Because I love it, you know.
Yeah, how drunk can you get and play? I've always wondered that.
I can get really drunk and play, but singing is a whole other thing.
You just mumble through it.
Yeah, start jawing and shit. But
Is it drinking and Coke or just drinking?
Yeah.
They're two peas in a pod.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the best peas. Somebody like sometimes, you know, when I'm playing, like, and I think all guitar players are guilty of this. Like Mayer's a real culprit of like just the crazy mouth shit that you do.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're kind of you're not thinking and you're reacting. But they posted a video of me playing, and somebody was like, "This dude's totally gacked up." And I don't really usually respond, but like I let it just simmer for like 48 hours, and I responded. I was like, "Dude, you have no idea how much I miss cocaine." So
you weren't even on Coke.
no,
You're making guitar face.
I was just guitar facing,
Everybody does. Yeah,
which
anyone
is
plays guitar
the
does
same
that.
as cocaine face.
True. Oh yeah, you start getting like,
You know,
yeah. Oh, that makes sense. You can kind of fly under the radar, I guess, because if you're not like, I was just making guitar face. I'm not coked out. I don't like Coke, by the way.
yeah. I mean,
I've never done it, to be fair. I don't like the idea of it. I heard everyone I tell it to, they go, "You should try it. It's fantastic." And I say, "No, I'm not going to. I don't like it. I got convinced at a young age. I was like, that shit's fucking, it's bad."
yeah. Don't listen to those guys.
Think it's bad?
My dad's only advice to me was like, never do cocaine because you'll love it, which I absolutely did.
Yeah.
He was right.
Yeah. Yeah, people do it casually now too. A lot of younger people I talk to are just like, "Oh, dude, like we're just bumping some Coke," and like they're like young like frat kids now. Just do blow.
Yeah.
It was like when I went to college, that was a big deal. If you did Coke, it was kind of like a lot of people did it, but it was kind of like now it's as acceptable now, I think, as smoking weed.
Right.
I could be wrong. I don't frequent frats, but just like the stuff I hear about it, like, yeah, dude, we do some bumps and get out there, and I'm like, dude, people used to like hide. When I was younger, people were like hide. People still, I guess, kind of do hide a little bit.
Right. That was always kind of my thing, was like you'd be at a party and then everyone would be in the bathroom and there's like 30 of you in the bathroom. I'm like, why don't we just bust this out on the coffee table instead of all crowding around the toilet?
Well, that, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just, my problem is I didn't do it, and I knew people who did, and I hung out with people on Coke, not on Coke a lot. And I was like, this fucking sucks. So it really kind of turned me off to it forever.
Right.
Because it's brutal, dude.
Yeah.
If someone's on Coke and you're not, it's like, please get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's a tough hang.
It's a wildly tough hang.
It's not
So,
fun.
bro, you fucking go. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, they always got big ideas. But
But shredding on stage, gacked out and drunk, is probably pretty tight. Pros and cons. It's probably kind of fun.
I mean, whatever the buzz is that you like, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Having it while you're doing what you love, you know.
Yeah, but this is a question for you. Do you even now, off of that, is it really? Because I think a lot of that for me is like a kind of a blanket over inferiority issues. So like a lot of it kind of like just gets you able to like get out there and do your thing. You're pretty good, obviously, at guitar. You're fantastic at it. Do you still have those, like, do you feel like you need to kind of drug yourself a little bit to kind of like, was it that the issue, or is it just you could perform, but it was like, yeah, why not? I might as well party.
I think that was a lot of it, because now, like, the stage fright, it's like, it's so much worse.
It is worse.
Yeah, so much worse. Like being sober,
Yeah.
and like just having a little something to get you out there, and just having that confidence, because it is a lot of inferiority, and you get out there, and like once I'm like 5 minutes in, I'm like, all right, this will be all right.
Yeah.
But like those 5 minutes before showtime, I'm just,
Yeah, and you can't address it. I've always wondered if you can go out. I've done that with stand-up. Be like, I'm like to fuck around. Like, yeah, I'm kind of having like a panic attack for the first 5 minutes, and like crowds are like, stop that right now.
they don't like it.
We don't want to hear this shit. We want to see you perform. Yeah, it's like
dance. I've tried to address it many times, and they're like, no, just play the song.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, stand-up is similar, where it's like you have to do it, and I'm the same way. I can just inhabit like a mental torture chamber. I'm better now with it, because I feel like what's helped me is, instead of focusing on myself, I just focus on the people who are watching it, and like, I'm just gonna do my best to let them have fun.
Yeah.
And like when you get out of your like, I need to be great, I need to be the best, and just be like, it's literally, they call it de-reflection. There's like a term for it, where you're just like, I want these guys to have a good time, and you focus on making them have a good time rather than like, am I doing good enough? And I think it makes everything a lot easier.
I mean,
and you have fun. Like, you end up having more fun, which, you know,
right.
it runs counter to all the stuff you hear where it's like, you have to suffer. If you suffer, then the good things will happen. It's like, you can not suffer and good things will happen too.
Right.
Just, you know, takes half your life to learn that. And by then you're like, oh, fuck, I wish I knew that.
Right. I mean, like the philosophical thing behind it, like we were talking about Rick Rubin and his book.
Yeah.
And his whole thing is like, put the audience last, which was always really foreign to me. Because I'm like you, I like to, you know, you call it de-reflection, right?
Yeah.
It's like, as long as they're having a good time, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And I've also got a 7-piece band behind me, so I can kind of lean on them.
Yeah.
And like try to entertain them to a degree, and not focus on the larger audience in front of me.
Yeah.
That's worked for me in the past, but I couldn't imagine being up there alone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because I've tried to play music a couple times, and that's harder for me because you're getting, when you're doing stand-up, you're getting feedback in real time. Like, if people aren't laughing, you know, it's like red alert. This isn't going well. This isn't going well. But when and they laugh, it relaxes you.
Yeah.
But when I would play music, the whole time I would just like watch people in the crowd, like, dude, do they fucking hate this? And I would just stare. Then the song will be over and a couple people will clap, and I'd be like, I guess that's good. There's no, like, you're not getting that the feedback kind of relaxes you. And everyone says that does music. They're like, stand-up's crazy. It's like, I don't know. I think it's easier. I could be wrong. I mean,
that's a wild take.
Having a band behind you. I mean, I wasn't that good though. So I'd be worried about like missing a string, and I'd be like, fuck. So I don't know.
I mean, as long as I got my boys with me, they kind of keep me humble.
Yeah.
My drummer points out a lot of the mistakes I make.
Really?
Yeah, he's a stickler.
Really? Oh, that's good though.
That's good to have. You can't get too loose.
Yeah, you can't get too loose, especially if you're. I mean, I guess you could if somebody fucks up. If I'm like watching a band and somebody like fucks up a chord and like kind of laughs and keeps playing, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck was that?
Right. You don't ask for your money back.
Yeah.
But I mean, we also grew up in the service industry.
True.
So
I only was in the restaurants briefly. I did construction, but similar. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's not similar, but yeah, you do what you actually, I guess when you do that kind of work though, you do like, I've heard this from waiters especially. They're like, people who do construction usually leave, like blue collar type jobs, whatever it is, they usually leave better tips. Yeah. Just because they're like, you know what it's like to be at a job that sucks. You're like, yeah, here's
it's
some money.
Tough.
That shit sucks.
I mean,
what you're doing sucks. What I'm doing sucks. Here's some extra money.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing, and I was in the service industry long enough to realize, like,
mellow. We talking mellow mushroom.
Talking mellow mushroom.
At the end, man.
I was there just long enough. I was a mellow man, just long enough to not get frustrated about how long it's going to be for a wait for a table.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, to be like, all right, man. Yeah, especially if you work in a restaurant, dude. I worked. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I was in my brother's taco truck, and I remember like when people are waiting for their food, they're like especially angry. Like if you're in a restaurant and you're like, hey, we took the day off, we're closed. People show up and they're furious. Like you see, I do it. If I show up to a place and like they're normally open, they're closed, it takes me like 10 seconds to calm down. Because you're like thinking, it's like primal. You're thinking of a meal you're about to eat, and they're like, you can't have it, and you're like, all right, that's fine, man. But it fucks you up. But yeah. So I remember like we were in like a little lunch truck, so I would just watch people waiting angrily and just be like, my brother would be cooking in the back, and I'd be like, just another couple minutes, everybody. And then like you'd run out of food, and there'd be a guy who's waiting half an hour, and you have to be like, bro, we're out of food, bro, my bad. And they'd be like, what the fuck? And you're like, yeah, I get it, man.
That's how you get an active shooter on your hands.
I know.
It is really primal,
It is, man. Dude, if I waited for a half an hour, like, hey, we don't have any food, my bad, here's your money back, I'd freak. I'd call the cops. I think I'm calling the fucking police.
That happened to us recently with my drummer, actually. Like, everybody finally got their meal, and like what he wanted, they came around, gave everybody their food, and they didn't bring his, and they were like, yeah, we're actually out of that. And it's like, why are you just now telling me? And they were like, you want something else? And he's no.
He fasted.
He's a grump when it comes to food. Like,
dude, a lot of people are.
Yeah.
He hunger striked. I would have done a hunger strike as well. I'd be like, I won't eat then.
He protested.
I'll be hungry, and you guys will pay for it.
He just sat there and watched everyone eat.
Damn, dude. Yeah. So how was it? So you said you did your last album with Rick Rubin.
Yep.
How was that?
It was interesting, man. I mean, it was a long process because he's super mysterious guy.
Dude, I was trying to figure out what the guy, I had seen him in stuff, and I was like, I learned he doesn't play any instruments, right? Plays no instruments, and I was like, how does he produce all these, like all this musical stuff? And his mystery almost perverted my mind to being a hater, where I was like, I think he's full of shit.
Right.
And then I read his book, and I'm like, fuck, this is the coolest dude I think that might have ever lived.
It's super interesting.
The book's awesome. Because
he does try, like the way I've explained it is he's like a ambassador of music for the human population.
Dude, I would hear shit like that, and I'd be like, shut the fuck up. And then I read his book, and I'm like, yeah, he could do that. I was like, he for real, it might just be the coolest dude.
Yeah. And he'd come in, and we'd listen to stuff, and he's always like just barefoot, and he wears like, these Thai fisherman pants, which are like these huge pants.
I want to wear those so fucking bad. I don't have the courage.
I don't either.
You know how much courage it took me to wear my biohacking ring, dude? This is my Aura ring. I've been hiding it under the table, dude. I'm not a 2-ring man.
Yeah, I got rings.
Yeah, but, man. Yeah, I am. Fuck that, dude.
My wife won't let me wear the Thai fisherman pants.
Why not?
She hates them.
We have to. Well, let me Google these things real quick. I want to see. I think I know what you're talking. They're like the long, flowy, like almost Kung Fu Master looking pants.
Big time.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I'm just fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, that's all I want to wear. Every time I see people in them, I'm like, I'm a coward and I won't wear these things.
And it doesn't work for me. So says my wife. But he'd flow in with those and like a big iced coffee or like a tea, and he would just like, he lays down in meetings a lot.
What?
Like while he's talking to you, he just lays down.
Then how did you feel? So who produced your other album? You had other people producing, obviously.
Yeah, well, I've worked with like Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys. I worked with this producer named Dave Cobb, who did a lot of the Chris Stapleton and Sturgill Simpson stuff.
Yeah.
I've worked with a lot of different producers, and all of them kind of have their weird quirk.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, you got to step back and remember, like, I'm paying for this guy to produce the record, so I'm going to lean into like their process.
Yeah.
So a lot of personality mirroring, like end up laying down on the adjacent couch talking to Rick.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I'm like, I'll take my shoes off and lay down and talk to you.
And he just, because his book, the way he approaches his book is pretty cool. And you were saying he instructs you the opposite. He's like, fuck the audience, do your thing.
Yeah, it's like
so hard to do, dude.
And that book, like, I read it after we worked together, and like hearing him talk, and like, I mean, he practices what he preaches, And
yeah.
He's such a big fan of music and of comedy too. Like, he loves comedy. And I was in Italy working with him when he was about to, go on Rogan and talk about his book.
Yeah.
And he was like nervous, It was really to see him kind of have these like human emotions.
Yeah, because I guess you kind of like legendize him in your mind. You're like, dude, Rick Rubin doesn't get nervous. You can't wear.
You think about him, about him floating and shit.
Yeah,
and Flying Lotus.
I'm telling you, anyone, I would recommend his book. I like started, especially if you're like trying to write something or do something, or even like if you're just like trying to chill at your job. That's my mission right now. Is like, how can I just make my inner world as peaceful as possible? It's obviously hard, dude. I fail all day, every day. But his book, you read it and you're like, damn, it's a cool approach to just like sitting, brainstorming, letting like ideas flow, letting them take shape and like creating things. It's, that's the one thing I think a lot of people who aren't in, like, whenever I heard the term, like, I'm a creative, I dislike it. Because I think anyone can do a cool, like, you can like build something in your backyard. You can do like, all this stuff. And I think that's a lot of people get frustrated because they have no creative outlet. It's like, I think it's it's like a God-given right for every man or person or girl, whatever, to like do something other than like wake up, stare at your phone, go to a job you hate, go home, watch TV, and go to. I think that's like it kills you.
Yeah,
dude,
really.
Build a thing, draw something, dude. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But if you read that Rubin book, I think that helps people like get out of their head. Like, I read it and it was just fantastic.
Yeah, I'd recommend it to anybody because I agree with you, man. I think anybody can do something creative, and it really it helps you.
Dude, dig like a fish pond.
Yeah.
Like, that would be all. I want to do that, dude. It's like you can do literally. People think like it. In my opinion, it's like the commercial aspect is like a hard kind of brick wall for a lot of people, because if they think of something that's like deemed like creative or artistic, they go, well, I could never sell that. It's like, who gives a fuck, dude?
Right.
Just build a fucking statue in your yard. You're a little crazy, but it's like the satisfaction you would get if you got good at building a statue, digging like a fish pond, anything like that. I mean, it's unmatched.
You got to be okay with failing.
Yeah.
And that's the approach I take to every gig. If I can find like that transcendental place on stage, and it's hard. But like, I think I even heard you talk about this, like if you're doing something like the assembly line, you're doing a repetitive motion over and over.
Oh, yeah,
it kind of unlocks like that creative side of your brain.
That's what, what was that guy's name? I think Adam Smith. That was the guy who he was like one of the thinkers in capitalism. He thought, that was what he thought though. And I think it is right, because when I would paint houses especially, if you're doing a repetitive task, it does unlock you to think about other stuff. But he had this dream where like people would work in like dog food factories and then like just start coming up with these sick ideas. And it turns out it's like, no, a lot of people will just stare at a fucking wall too. So that is, but I agree. If you have that capacity to like, for your mind to float, it's like, yeah, when you do something that's like manual labor intensive, your brain really can.
Yeah. Like my wife, when she started she has like a trucker hat company, and she started it out of our garage, and I'd just go down there and make boxes, and I'd make the same box over and over and over again. And I would come up with so many ideas, and I would just write them down,
Yeah.
And it kind of led me to like, now when I write, a lot of times I'll have like a show that I've seen 1,000 times, like The Office or like The Big Lebowski, something that I've seen 1,000,000 times, that'll kind of get those gears turning.
Yeah.
So it's kind of stimulating my brain, but I don't have to think about what's going to happen because I know what No,
that's a cool idea. I used to trash Adam Smith for his take when he would be like, yeah, you're going to get guys in factories. They're going to unlock the next level and unleash all the secrets.
Right.
When in reality, a lot of them were just bored to death. But
yeah,
I do agree, though. That works for me, too. When I would do manual labor, any of that stuff, where like I used to have to, it was working with my dad and my uncles, and they would like knock a building down, pick up like concrete, like chunks of rock, bricks, plastic, metal, and wood, and they would just dump it, and you had to separate them into like those 5 categories.
Yeah.
And I would do that for like 8 hours a day, and like, dude, you really do, like, you can hit a flow state.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight.
There's something healing about that in my mind, like having a task and just getting it done. Like we've been in the moving process. I'm like, I got to get this couch from here to the truck, from the truck to the storage unit, and just like doing it and just sweating and like earning your rest at the end of the night.
Dude, and I'm telling you, man, people like, because I've done jobs that are purely physical. I'd work with my dad. He's like, look, I need you from the neck down today. I don't want to hear anything. I don't need any ideas. I just need you to lift that and put that there. Because I'd be like, what if we do it this way? He'd be like, don't want to hear it. Do that there to there. That's it. But like, yeah, and it's like, when you do a job, I always wanted to have a job where I just use my brain, but then it's like you do get to the point where like, dude, I would love to move some boxes right now.
Yeah.
And people who move all day are like, fuck you, dude. You think I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like, just let me, when I like get to carry shit, like if I do yard work, I'm in heaven, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if you do it all day, every day, you're like, all right, man, fuck this. This shit sucks.
Yeah.
But good point. We've hit a dead end of the conversation. So, and how many albums do you have? 4 do you have, or 5?
So it's kind of weird the way it was. So I did 3 records with my guys it was Marcus King Band.
Yeah.
And then I did a record called El Dorado, and it wasn't my guys. It was the first album I did without my band, so I didn't feel right calling it Marcus King Band.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought this would make everything a lot simpler, and it actually just kind of convoluted everything. Because now I see articles that refer to me as like the former lead singer of the Marcus King Band, which is like a brain pretzel. Just it doesn't make any sense.
Marcus King, aka former lead singer of the Marcus King Band.
Yeah, it's still the same band, or at least my drummer. Relationships kind of ebb and flow, and you grow.
Yeah.
And some people don't grow with you, and then you come to those hard moments in life where you kind of have to move on, and they have to move on or stay behind.
Yeah.
But I've got 3 out with my group, and I think 3 as a solo artist, as it were. But it's still my band on the road, and me and my band just did a record together that we're going to put out next year.
Okay, so you guys were the Marcus King Band, and then you went solo. Who were the musicians you used when you went solo? Did you just like bring different people in here or there, or did you have a different band that was with you when you did solo stuff? Was it some of your Marcus King Band? Like, how'd that work?
Right. So that was another, like, kind of trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
When I worked with Dan Auerbach, he's like, I got you know, like if you like the Memphis Boys, they worked on all like the Dusty Springfield, Elvis Presley, Bobby Womack, that kind of thing, and they're all like 80 years old, but they're incredible musicians, and they played on that record with me, and just watching them work was just astounding.
Did a record with 80-year-olds?
Oh yeah,
That's crazy.
that record El Dorado, everybody on that record's like 70 plus.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was incredible.
They must be like wizards at that point.
They are. I mean, it was really just like, you know, how do you say, like, yeah, like wizards.
That's crazy. Yeah, you can't really hate on. That's what I was curious about. Do people get like that? It's a tough thing. Like I think he was saying this. Or like when you have a band, it's like having like 5 girlfriends. Because you really do have to like you have to maintain all. That's the one thing I will say. Stand-up's easier because if you have a band, you have to like maintain all these different schedules, all these different people's lives, all these wants and needs. Where if like it's got to be difficult.
It's like a marriage.
Yeah,
It really is, and it gets hard.
yeah. How was the solo move to like doing solo stuff kind of freeing, or like how'd you feel about it?
I mean, in some ways it was freeing, and you know, like now I just really crave like that familial aspect and like working together as a team.
Yeah,
To have something that's creatively like ours. And we did that. We cut it down in Macon, Georgia. And Macon, Georgia is just a really fascinating place to me. Like, they've got like this export, it's like this powdery substance that they have reservoirs there for. It's like this protein that you need it to, it's like kyolite or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
no. Macon, Georgia exports a protein powder.
Yeah, not a protein powder, but like it's like a natural resource that you need to build like most shit.
Oh, okay. I
You know
got
what
what
I'm
you're
saying?
saying. Yeah.
So-
they mine it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like because of that, it's all like still mom and pop there.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have like a lot of chain places in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
town. So it's like a really old school feeling town. And we went there and cut a record. It was really, really cool.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Neil Young had something similar with his band was Crazy Horse, I think, and I think he would like go off and on where he like would do a solo thing, come back with Crazy Horse, do a solo thing, come back, and I was like thinking about Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young a lot, and like all those dude had the band, then they had their own little solo things.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've always kind of thought about Neil Young
Yeah,
like as somebody to model a career after, because he kind of accomplished that idea of having a band, having the solo shit, and then,
Yeah, he did.
You know, do whatever.
he fucking crushed it. He had that catalog in the '80s was wild, dude. We got into Vocoder phones, dude. That was fucking crazy.
I haven't dug much into his
He-
catalog in the '80s.
He had I feel like he like just he for real like crushed it straight through. The '80s, he just did his own. He was like chilling with Devo a lot.
That's
Which I could
interesting.
see that if I was in the 70s and I've never heard of 80s music and it was coming out, I would dip my toes into it as well.
Right.
And then he came back in the 90s real hard, and you know, he's been touring for what,
Forever.
50, 60 years.
That's one fella I'd really like to meet.
Yeah.
But you know, like
He's a grump, dude.
I heard.
He's a grump. My dad loves Neil Young, and he'll come home from his concert. He's like fucking bitching about politics again. I'm fucking goddamn, he gets so mad. He's like fucking crying about the goddamn president. 'Cause my dad loves Neil Young. My dad loves Al Stewart. My dad's seen Al Stewart 40 fucking times. He's seen
wow.
Neil Young a bunch of times. He's like, yeah, fucking Neil Young's crying about fucking politics again. You come home all pissed off. But
Yeah,
yeah, my dad went to see Al Stewart recently in Poconos, in like the mountains in Pennsylvania, and he was like, it was him and a bunch of gay guys. My dad said these two gay guys were singing every song right next to him. And he's like, dude, I just couldn't focus on Al Stewart.
Wow.
But yeah, I grew up. My dad was I think my dad was a huge fan of music. He had this like when we were younger. He had this it was like this double-sided cassette case where he just had like 48 tapes, like little like cassette tapes, and he would carry it around in his truck, and he'd always just like blast different, like, dude, going to work with him was so fun because he would just blast like Neil Young and all these other just like 70s, like we got into like NXS for a while, which is funny. Yeah, it was weird, man. He had a very like kind of eclectic music taste,
Right.
and he would get home from work and he would just like hit a tape in the deck, fire it up, and just sit by a fire and just blast albums. It was really nice.
I mean, it's great to have that growing up.
Yeah.
People who have an eclectic sense of or taste in music. My dad was like that. My grandfather listened to a lot of country and western. My grandmother loved like Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, and my father loved rock and roll. So I had a really eclectic kind of mix of music when I come home from school.
Yeah, I always felt, I don't know, I've ever been in someone's house and there's just like no music at all.
Or like riding in a car with somebody and there's no music.
Yeah.
So it's a psychopath move.
It is a psychopath move.
You know?
I'll try. I used to have I've gotten better with this, but I'd be very nervous to play music for other people because I think they would listen to it and be like, dude, this fucking sucks. It's from having older brothers. So I'm like worried they'll listen to it and be like, yo, this sucks, dude. You're a loser. So I would do a thing where I'd play music, but I'd play it very quietly, which is almost worse than silence because people are kind of like, what like
it's like water torture.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Like play the fucking song or turn it off. Because I would play it and I'd like maybe like, well, turn it up a little bit. It was just a psycho thing I would do. Where like no one's thinking about it. Like you never get into someone's car and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Just like, oh, there's music on.
Right.
But yeah.
I'm always,
just a glimpse into my tortured fucking world, dude.
Well, I mean, you're talented at what you do, so there's got to be some torture in there.
True. I need Ruben to lay down with me, dude. As friends, dude, to lay down head to head, hard paws, head to head, yoga pants. That's got to be so cool, though, dude. Like, what do you do when you're sitting there with that guy? I think I might bug that guy till he leaves. I'd be like, oh, Rick, what should I do with this, dude? Should I like close my eyes and like what should I do, dude?
Well, like the first day I met him, because he just cold called me, and I showed up at the studio out in Malibu, and I pulled up and like. I noticed he was in front of his Airstream trailer and he was interviewing Mike Campbell from the Heartbreakers. And it's like the two most like, distinctive looking dudes ever sitting out there, and like my window's down from the car and I'm at the gate and I just hear the director say, cut, there's a fucking car in the background. And like I ruined that take. And they open the gate and I go up to the main house and I start checking out amps. And like the way Rick likes to have his studios laid out, it's all really open, and all the doors are open, and like you can hear everything. Like when I was recording in the chapel, I could hear the Red Hot Chili Peppers cutting, because Chad Smith is such a distinctive sounding drummer. But I went up there and started trying out these amps, and then this poor intern runs up and starts yelling at me because I ruined another take just from playing these amps. So I said, I haven't met him.
They were filming a movie?
They were filming that documentary, that Tom Petty documentary.
I got you, yeah.
And I fucked up a couple takes. And but when he came in, he didn't even mention it, man. He's a really cool dude, and he's a fan first. And that record was difficult because Rick like migrates with like the weather that he likes. Mm-hmm. So he'll be in Malibu for a few months, and then he goes to like Costa Rica, then he goes to Hawaii, and then he goes to Tuscany, and he just kind of migrates with like where the
I need
weather's.
to take a break, dude. He's so fucking cool, dude. So you had to like go to all these different little places.
Yeah, so it was challenging, Yeah. I mean, it was truly challenging. He put me through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like I wrote for like 6 months, and we didn't use any of it.
Well, what was that? How did you decide not to use it? Was he just kind of like, do you like that? Do you really like that?
Yeah, I mean, he made me more introspective with all of it, because the whole record, the concept was mental health, and like my struggles with mental health, and like he wanted to just be as bare bones with it as possible. Yeah, and, like no metaphors. Yeah. So I'd write something that I thought would be appealing to a listener, and he's like, no.
That sucks, dude. Probably, especially very calmly be like, no. Yeah. We're not going to use that.
Yeah, and he doesn't like to be in the room during the creative process. He'll come in after the fact and then just like make little notes and adjustments, and then he'll just like kind of drift away, which is unlike anything. So the record took like 2.5 years to finish.
That's kind of cool.
Which is interesting because like you listen to the record, like I can listen to it, and like some songs I wrote when I was with my ex, and like out there writing about her and how I was unhappy in this relationship, didn't know how to, communicate it. So I was writing about that, and then there's songs from when that relationship ended, and I kind of just became a train wreck.
Yeah,
I was just
a little heavy metal.
I was abusing everything, and then kind of after the fact, like when I met my now wife, like so the record kind of takes me on this journey, and I don't know if he like had the foresight for that.
Yeah, that's kind of nuts. So you have songs from like a period of like, domestic, let's call it domestic kind of hell, like a hellish domestic situation where like it's disintegrating, blah blah blah, drug abuse period, and then kind of like greener pastures. Yeah, it's kind of fucking cool, and I'm thankful for that. And in any other circumstance, I wouldn't have had, they would churn it out, like pop it out, put it out. Because I've done records in 6 days, I've done records in 2 weeks, but never like more than like a month span. Damn. That's crazy. So for like 2.5 years, it's really just a full journey. It's like the full like circle. That is pretty cool. And when did that come out? I'm sorry. It came out in April. Okay, nice, man. That's awesome. So it's pretty new. It's pretty fresh still. But we kind of have our sights set on like the next thing. Yeah. And like this honky tonk shit is like popular again. I grew up playing in the honky tonks, and like it's like in my blood. My family's from the Appalachians. I'm bringing the fiddle back out. I'm like, this shit's hot. I'm gonna. Dude, the fiddle does move me, dude. When I hear the fiddle, it does something to me. There's something about us whites, man. When we hear that fiddle, we get it going. Especially a hard, fucking shrill note on a fiddle. I started thinking like I might grab someone's arm, dude. I might do a do-si-do. Yeah, the thing like that Ruben did too in his book, where he's like, stop reading the news, like stop taking in all this bullshit entertainment news, like just knock it off. Read the classics. Try to like take in. It was like a not even as an entertainment diet, but just like he's like, think of it like the food you eat. And he's like, stop taking in this shit. Like, stop. You don't need to read the news. Fuck it. Don't worry about the news. Read classic novels. Read this. Read that. To your own taste. You don't have to try to read like wildly complex Shakespeare stuff. But he was just like, yeah, just stop taking in bullshit information. It's funny. Whenever someone is like, fuck the news, I'm like, yes, dude. Yeah, you get it. I like hearing that. I don't even have a news source really that I trust right now. Yeah. And I don't really know where to get my news. I mean, I just kind of overhear a lot of it. Yeah, I do like, I will spaz check the news before podcasts sometimes if I have nothing to talk about. And something happened to me when I was like, I think like 22. I was very high. I was stoned. I was just very high. And I was watching I'd see the news on, like my parents would watch it, and I'd be like, well, fuck the news. And I would be like, this sucks. And I would like run away. And then like I watched it as an adult for the first time, like at my brother's house, just stoned to death. And I was like, it looked like the homeroom show at my high school. I was like, this is fake. Yeah. Something happened where I was like, this is the homeroom show for adults. I'm like, this is bullshit. It's pageantry. Something happened where every time I see it, I can see the set and stuff. And I'm like, this is people talking behind like a painted billboard, and it's fake. It's not real. I don't know. I mean, obviously there's like real stuff that happens they talk about. Right. But it's, I've been in newsrooms too, and it's like, I've heard, like there was a guy, and I'm not saying this is like, to prove it's fake, but I remember a guy got a call specifically on like the Palestine-Israel situation. And they were like, I remember he was on the phone when I was waiting to do something. He was like, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. And he was on the phone talking to the guy, being like, how you feeling about it? He's, you're doing good, dude. Hang in there. You're doing good. Just keep going, and he was like coaching him. It was like, I was being like, damn, dude, what the fuck is this? It was just weird. It was just a weird phone call to be like, hang in there, dude. You're doing a good job. Keep talking to you. I was literally like right next to him. That's kind of like, what are you coaching him into, dude? Yeah, I don't like that. It made me feel weird. And then I did like a Good Morning, like local news show. They're like, do you like comedy? And I was like, yes. Those are the worst. Dude, they're terrible. And you feel bad because you think like, I'm going to go on there and just fuck with these people. And it's just some like nice lady being like, so what's it like at your comedy show? And you're like, it's nice. I like it. I like comedy. Please come. But yeah, I agree. I think, I don't know. I'll check in on stuff here and there, but yeah, you just never know. You're like, dude, like I'm reading a book right now. It's called Born Again, and it was by Chuck Colson, who was Richard Nixon's. They called him like his hatchet man. He would like bulldog people politically. Like if you had like a political rival coming up, you would like dig into them, and you would use your contacts in the press to be like run something fucked up about his wife. And they would do that. He like they talk about this. Like it would like, this guy's a hothead. We'll start releasing news stories we know that'll fuck with it. There's like all this stuff going on in the news where it's used as like a political tool too, where it's, you just never know. Yeah, I mean, like I watched that the Octopus Murders. What was that? The Octopus Murders about Tommy Castellero, that reporter that killed himself in West Virginia. But was that recent? Yeah, it was pretty recent. It's on Netflix. It's all about like the Promise, like software, and like
you know, like these 8 like key figures, like including George H. Bush, who were just kind of maneuvering and manipulating everything behind the scenes.
This is on Netflix?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fucking crazy.
That's kind of nuts. What is there's a journalist who got caught up in this?
Yeah, this journalist, Tommy Castellero, I think. But, I can't remember his first name. But I watched it a couple of times. It's really fascinating, man. Like he was really onto some wild shit. And
he killed himself,
He killed himself, yeah. But, you know, like it doesn't really add up.
Yeah.
You know, like you should check it out.
I'll check that out. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, that was the one thing I fell in love with Ruben when he was like, dude, stop doing the news, listen to classic albums straight. That's what I do now with music. I try to just listen to it in albums more, because I would like just do song like in my car. I don't know if you ever got to the place where you're like, I've heard everything, but I've listened to all my little playlist is just burnt out. Yeah, I use Spotify, so I'll just do I'll make a little playlist or do like Spotify morning, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, put it on.
Right.
And I'm like, they're just feeding me the same songs over. I get like depressed if I don't have like a new thing to listen to. I get kind of like,
dude,
fuck's the point?
Same.
John Martin just broke me out of my music depression right now.
Yeah.
He's really he has a couple of live albums I like, but so now I try to just like put it on an album in the background and listen to it straight through, or like before bed with headphones. Just try to do as much as an album as I can do and just pass out. I think it's kind of nice.
Right, and
trying to get like I've been chasing the hit rush. That's the problem. I'll do a playlist of hits.
Yeah,
and then it's like they like wear off. You got to listen to like all the songs. I don't know. I feel like you got to listen to all the songs.
Yeah, it's like a dopamine. You know, like instant gratification, like social media. Like you hear all the hits in a row. Like don't go listen to the Eagles' greatest hits. Like you know, artists put together a compilation of songs, you know, meant to be listened to in an order.
Do you do your own playlist when they do that? Like this presents. That's kind of tough.
I'm like, you know, I wanted it to be like chronological and like, you know, sequencing is a big deal, and they still make a big deal out of it, and then people listen to it and they shuffle it or whatever, you know.
How dare they?
But
I thought that was like an AI generated, like check out blah blah blah. So you have the control of that.
Well, like the playlist you see on Spotify and stuff, like if I'm on a playlist, I don't have control of that if it's
for
other
sure,
artists.
yeah. But the one of what is that called? Your picks, or is that this is?
Oh, like that one. I don't even know how that one comes about. But like my records, I'm like, this is.
I got what you're saying.
Like
I got what you're saying.
My records, the sequencing is important.
I thought you were saying okay. So you're talking about the sequencing.
Yeah,
of
that's
tracks
out of
on
my
an album.
pay grade. Like the Spotify, they just do what they do.
Yeah, because there'll be like artist picks.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, you get to put together a playlist for all of Spotify. That's I guess everyone can do that though. Really.
Yeah.
It's kind of tight. Well, dude. So what do you have coming up? What's the next move?
Man, we're about to finish this last leg of the tour. We're doing Canada. We're doing like the East Coast. We're going to be going through Philly. We're going to be going through D.C. And New York City, playing at the Paramount in Brooklyn, Brooklyn. And then we're heading overseas, doing UK, all that.
Are you taking any break? You're like, how do you tour? You do it for like 6 months at a time, take a break, or you just do it
We
forever?
let it go out for like 6 weeks at a time.
Okay.
You know, and just kind of hit it and stay out. Because like once I get in that mode, I just like to stay in, you know.
Got you. So you do like 6 weeks on, how many off?
Kind of depends. Like for this particular tour cycle, it seems like we've done like 6 weeks, 2 weeks off.
Got you. That's not bad.
And then a couple one-offs here and there. But I like to tour on a bus because it's like there's just something different about it. But yeah, I mean, I just had time off and I just get a little stir crazy, so that's why I'm down here in Austin, just kind of fucking around.
That's cool.
I was real nervous to come on here.
Why, dude?
I don't know, man. Like,
I'm not. I don't help. I'm exuding anxious energy all the time.
I'm a big fan of the show, and the fans are very vocal. So I hope I didn't fuck it up.
Dude, you killed it, man. Dude, you're the best. You fucking. Oh, that's the thing too. You shred, dude.
Oh, thanks.
You absolutely shred. It's crazy.
I appreciate it.
I know.
Man.
I guess it wears off on you, but dude, it's like that's got to be so gratifying. Is there a level of shred? Does it wear off? If you shred right now, will it bring you deep joy, or you're just kind of like, yeah, whatever?
Well, I think I try to keep the guitar fresh, you know. Mm-hmm. So when I'm home, I'm like playing banjo or piano, ukulele.
That's cool.
And just trying to create in any other way except for the guitar. So when I come back to it, it's fresh and it's like, you know, a reconnection almost.
That's a good idea, actually. And I feel like you get better, too, when you leave it alone for a little bit.
I think so.
Something happens in your brain. I would, like, stop playing every now and again, and I'd pick it back up and be like, God damn it, I got better.
you have more ideas.
Yeah.
Because you coming to it fresh. You come into a blank canvas.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. Or maybe your brain, you go to sleep and it just figures out stuff for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. But either way, dude, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for doing this. You're the motherfucking man. Marcus
You are,
King.
bro.
Dude, I try, bro. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. But no, thank you so much, man. For
Yeah,
real.
man. I'm glad we
Appreciate you.
connected. Hell
Thank
yeah.
you, bro.